me all right? Hear me all right? I'm really excited for this one, but let me know in the comments if you guys can see and hear me all right. Hashtag Instagram, write Instagram in there. I want to see you guys in here. Awesome. Lawrence, Edgar, Martin, Ryan, Jim, Steve, David, Phil. Oh, I can keep on going. Derek, Robert, Shane, Sherry. What's up, everyone? It's so good to see some regular faces here and some brand new people here as well, because I do these webinars maybe once a month, maybe sometimes even once every other month, because I don't like doing webinars over and over and over and over and over again. I know your time is valuable. My time is valuable, but if there's something big that I want to share with you guys, I do these webinars. And first of all, I want to apologize for this disgustingly messy room behind me. I've actually been changing up. I've been filming all my videos and whatnot to this room here, which is much better, but it is very messy. As many of you know, I just got back from overseas. I've done a lot of traveling, met up with a lot of marketers from around the world, and it was been a really good time, and I'm really excited to bring back to you guys what I've learned, the connections I've made, and just share with you a lot of value. And today is going to be one of my most favorite webinars, I reckon, of the whole year, because it comes down to two things. I'll tell you the first one is Instagram. You guys know how much I love Instagram. Again, Instagram has an engagement rate 52 times higher than any other social, than Facebook, sorry, and 127 times higher than on Twitter. Instagram just dominates, and I keep on telling you guys over and over again how important it is that you use your one link in Instagram very, very well. So you can see here, this is the one link you have in Instagram. Instagram only lets you have one clickable link. On Facebook, you can spam links for days. You can trial and error everything, even though it might make your profile look ridiculous. On Instagram, you have one clickable link. So you guys need to make sure that that link is going to be going to the right places. And now, broadening this out to any form of social media, I'm going to ask you guys a question here. Who finds the hardest part of social media is actually taking them from your social media channels, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and then turning them into actual money in your pocket, into actual leads that don't just buy from you once, that buy from you for a very long time and trust you as an authority figure? Write yes in the comment box. I want to see you guys if that's a main issue, because I know for a very, very long time that was a huge issue for me. Yeah, so we've got everyone here saying, I want to see you guys, because again, we're giving away $1,000 on this webinar here today, and I want to see the most engaged people. So we have Shane, Fluoride, Steve, Phil, everyone's in here going, Gail, Mark, Jay, Caroline. I could keep on going over and over, but I'm going to stop so I don't bore you guys for that long. Exactly right, guys. It's great to have lots of fans, lots of followers, but if you're not actually building a proper asset for yourself in the form of an email list and actually making sales, that's when you can really fall short. And at the end of the day, as I have a guest here I'll introduce you to in a minute, if you're just relying on your social media traffic to make sales and whatnot, really, realistically, Facebook or Instagram owns your brand and your business. You don't. So Facebook overnight says, I'm going to turn off, what's going to happen to your business and brand? It will pretty much go to nothing if you're relying on that completely, which is why email marketing is so damn important, which is why I've got someone who actually has been in that position with Google, was making $250,000 a month, I think it was, and Google overnight changed their algorithm, changed his whole business model, went down to next to nothing. But as an entrepreneur, you always find ways to make things work, and I'm excited for this webinar because I'm going to show you guys mistakes I've made so you don't have to. I'm going to be bringing in my friend Anthony Morrison here, who made that, who relied on Google for his whole business and changed it around and now makes millions and millions of dollars a month online, guys. This guy, and he won't even say it to you himself, which is why I need to kind of up his whole story here, because he's very, very humble. He's someone I look up to in my internet marketing journey. He's someone I've, I guess, been drawn towards because the way he works, his ethics, his brand, the way he cares about people is so big. But I'm going to blow up his mind a bit here. He's done over $500 million in sales online. He sold over 1 million books, guys. Like, think about those numbers. Over $500 million, billion. That's not my accent. That's $500 million, guys. he's at the point now where he just loves helping people. I was able to go to his wedding the other week, which was just amazing. And when you get to the point where your main goal is to help people, and I always say this, money is always a byproduct of value. And when your main core focus is to provide value to others, that's when things really change for everyone. And as you'll see here, Anthony is one of the most transparent, honest, exciting people I've been able to work around and become a very close friend with. So I'm excited to bring him here to you guys today. One other thing, he looks like Justin Timberlake, so just don't get that confused there. You might see him on TV every now and then, but it's not Anthony Morrison, it's actually Justin Timberlake or vice versa. Maybe it is. You don't know.
No.
But I'm going to get him.
You didn't go there, Luke.
Oh, I went there. It went there. I wish I had all
Oh, hey everybody! Listen, I know I haven't even come on the screen or done anything yet. I'm going to get my webcam set up here in a second. But if you look on the screen right there, I see Luke McGuire's Instagram. Does everybody see that really pretty girl there with Luke in the middle? She's got the little Mickey Mouse ears on. Does everybody see that? Yeah, everybody just type yes if you see it. Remember, we're giving away $1,000 at the end of this training. We're going to pick our winner right out of the chat box. So the more you, yeah, I see a lot of people saying she's hot, she's really pretty. Okay, well, aside from the fact that she's hot and she's pretty and all that, this is Luke's girlfriend. Now, since Luke decided to mention that I look like Justin Timberlake, which is a no-no, one of the things I think we should all do is we should all let Luke know that he needs to make sure his beautiful girlfriend has a new handbag. She needs a new handbag, a new purse. She's been wanting one for so long, and Luke is so busy with Instagram and Insta-Easy and Instamate and all these Insta-everythings that he has not bought her a nice handbag or put a ring on her finger. Oh my gosh. Luke, let's just vote real fast. Should Luke put a ring on her finger? Type the number 1 for yes. Type the number 2 for no. Wow.
I've got people in here saying, Luke, you're a mean person. Yes, put a ring on it. Guys, this is about Instagram, not about marriage. And for some reason, Anthony always can get one up on me like this with this banter, but we'll see how, oh my God, there's so many ones. This is ridiculous.
Gotta love it. Well, Luke, what I want to do is I want to teach everybody today how to leverage Instagram into building their email list, and then also how to take that email list and make a lot of profit from it. And I think that you were telling me, it was actually at my wedding, you were telling me this. You were telling me that that you were really excited about what was going on with your Instagram marketing, and not just Instagram, but social media in general. And then I was obviously showing you the revenue that we've done from our email list and all this stuff. And you wanted to make sure that your students had an opportunity to really learn about this software that we've developed and how it helps build your email list, and especially from mobile platforms like Instagram.
Yeah, exactly right. And I'm so excited because I'll put this in one sentence for everyone here. This tool that we're going to be showing you guys is the only thing you will ever need for your call to actions from social media to converting them into sales, guys. Because I'll let Anthony show you everything it does, but I actually have been using this for the whole year. I shared this with my audience earlier in the year, at the very start of the year. I'm still sharing it with everyone now because this is exactly where it's at, guys. There's no BS here. This is what you guys need to do. And as I always say, guys, with social media marketing, it comes down to 3 specific steps. The first is going out and providing value by providing content out there, but providing value to your audience. Step 2 is providing engagement. So how do you get engagement onto that content and value you provided? Are you going to do it organically? Are you going to do paid ads? How are you going to build that brand on your social channels? Step 3, which is the one that the majority of people fail at, and I've failed at this part for years, is going from all that value, that excited crowd, that everyone's engaging with you and whatnot, to converting that into something else, sending them to a website. Do I send them to get their emails? How do I actually convert them into something more than just a fan on the social page? And this tool and software here is going to show you exactly how to do that. And that's why I'm bringing this up again with you guys, because if something's working, there's no point going out and trying to find something else. Products are launching every single day, and that's why I hate promoting products that come out every single day, and I actually don't do that. because majority are rubbish. This is something that I'm going to show you guys today that I'm super excited for. It gets me results every single day. It gets thousands of people actually results every single day. It's not something new, but there's been an upgrade to this. So I'm excited. I'm going to pass it over to Anthony. Do you want to show him what it's all about and tell him your story and whatnot? Anthony's there.
I am super, super excited to be here. For those of you that don't know, obviously, my name is Anthony Morrison, and what I want to do is I really want to share with you one of what I believe, what I truly believe, is one of the most unique and exciting ways to build your own online business. How many of you would like to learn how to do that today? Just say yes if you would like to learn how to build your own online business. Now, what's super, super important is I'm going to be going through this presentation with you today and talking to you about the #1 key to a successful online business. Okay, so you want to write this down, write it down right now. Make sure that you don't forget it. Keep this in your mind. The #1 key to a successful business on the internet, like a long-term sustainable business, is your email list. It's building an email list to have long-term sustainable success online, okay? So everybody with me, if you're with me, say yes. All right, if you're with me, say yes. I see lots and lots of people saying yes. So this is where I talk to you. Obviously, I'll be looking this way occasionally because this is where my computer is and my PowerPoint is, and we will walk through this. Now, some of you may have seen me popping up in some of these media outlets before. I was lucky enough to be on the front cover of Home Business Magazine. Was also lucky enough to be on CNN, which was super exciting to me because I'm just a kid from Mississippi, and all of a sudden I end up on CNN talking to the entire country about how to build their own business online. But there's one key, all right? There's one key to my success. There's one key to all of this, to getting into all of these media outlets, okay? I want you to write this down. The key to a successful business is your email list, but the key to building a massively successful wealth of income online is optimization. I want you to write that word down for me right now, okay? Write that word down. Write down the word optimization. You see, you have to constantly be adapting, constantly be optimizing. You can't just build something today and expect it to work 4 years from now. That's not how it works, right? It's kind of like this. You know, when I started driving a car, which was a long time ago, I've got the gray hair now. When I started driving a car, we actually had tape players. You could put a tape into the car and play a tape. Then it evolved into CDs. Now it evolved into little MP3 sticks, right, that you can stick in. Now it's evolved into where all you need is your cell phone and you Bluetooth, right? Well, if the car industry and the music industry and the industry that builds the radios for your cars, if they don't adapt and evolve, if they keep building tape decks, right now, then do you think they're going to have much success, yes or no? Just say yes or no. Do you think you would have much success selling a tape deck in your car right now? Absolutely not. You have to evolve, and that requires optimizing your process. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how to optimize your business online, okay? So remember that. Optimization is the key. Now, this is a screenshot of me and my good friend Mark Victor Hansen. He is the author or the co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. How many of you have heard of the Chicken Soup series? Just say yes if you have, right? I see lots and lots of people say yes. Yeah, Mark is a phenomenal man. And actually, Mark filmed a TV show with me. It aired all across the country. And I wrote a couple of books on internet marketing, and I sold them on television with Mark. And if you look, the first book was called Advertising Profits from Home. It was all about how to make money as an affiliate online, which was really exciting. But the second book, right, the second book is what's so key. If you read, you can see the title. It's kind of small, but it says Automated Profits from Home. You see, in this book, I started teaching people just like you all over the country about email marketing. Because email marketing truly is automated. It's literally something that you press start and it takes over and it automates the entire process of building your business online and building a long-term sustainable business, right? And that's what I want to talk to you about. It's about evolving, about optimizing. You see, I started off as an affiliate, but I optimized my process and I started building my email list, and that's when I really, really became massively successful. Now, a lot of us get caught in one of these little boxes, okay? And I want you to be honest with yourself and honest with me, and I want you to tell me if this story really hits home with you, okay? So we're going to start the training in just a second, but I always like to, when I'm teaching, kind of frame things properly. I want you to be in the right mindset. I want you to know why I'm thinking the way I think. How many of you feel like that is a good thing? Just say yes if you feel like that's a good thing. I want you to know why I think the way I think, because I want you to be able to duplicate that, right? I've had a lot of success, and I can teach you the X's and the O's of success, but I also want to teach you the mindset of success and what got me to where I'm at right now, all right? And so if you look on the screen right here, what you see is me standing on a stage in front of about 5,000 people. I was freaked out. I was scared to death beyond what you can even imagine. I had no clue what I was going to do. I walked in. They asked me to speak at this event. I had no clue I was going to be on a stage. Typically, when I'd speak at events, I was just on the floor. Well, all of a sudden, they thrust me up on this tall stage, put all these lights in my face. If you look, you can see I was literally glowing. And before I walked out there, I almost backed out of it. I had such a knot in my stomach thinking about standing in front of 5,000 people and talking to them that I literally couldn't see myself actually doing it. How many of you have felt that way before? Just say yes. Maybe you've even felt that way about your online business. You kind of have that knot in your stomach and you think, look, I know that a lot of people can do this, but maybe this just isn't for me. I'm scared to press this button. I'm scared to put this ad on the internet. I'm scared to send this email. I'm scared to write this copy, right? You feel a little overwhelmed, right? It's outside of your comfort zone. And that's the beautiful part, but also the scary part. You see, I decided when I was standing back behind those curtains right there, I got in my own head and I thought to myself, I said, look, you walk out there, you stand on the stage, and you just do what you got to do, and you get it over with. And don't let everybody else dictate how you feel. Don't let everybody else dictate how you feel about yourself and your confidence level and your abilities. Just be within yourself. Feel, I guess the best way to say it is I felt confident in what I knew, and so I was going to go out there and deliver it to the world the best that I possibly could. So I stood up, I walked out there, and I did this presentation thinking there was no way in the world I could do it, right? Lots of deep breaths. Well, presentation was over and it went phenomenal. And it'd be a great story if I just told you it went phenomenal and everybody clapped and blah, blah, blah. That's not the point of the story. You see, a few days later, I got a message, and it actually came in on Twitter, and it was from a girl. And she said, my parents were just at your event, and they saw you speak, and they thought it was phenomenal. And I look forward to following you. Well, you see, little did I know that in that crowd of 5,000 people, there were two people from Seattle, Washington, and this event was in California. They had flown down to California to this event, not to hear me speak, hear somebody else speak. And they noticed me, and they paid attention to what I was saying, and I reached them in a way that obviously they had not been reached before. They went home, they told their daughter about me. Now, when she messaged me on Twitter, I'm not going to lie, she was really pretty, and I rarely ever check my Twitter messages, to be honest with you, but she was a really pretty girl. And I said, oh my gosh, you know what? Look, I actually have business in Seattle in a couple of weeks. If you'd like for me to come stop by and maybe we could have a coffee or something. I don't even drink coffee. And she said, yeah. Well, I went up there literally 2 weeks later on a business trip, which was basically just to see this girl. And now that girl is basically my wife. We've been together for going on 7 years now. And it all started because I got outside of my comfort zone. And I tell this story when I teach this because think about how different my life would be right now if I let fear hold me back. Think about how different my life would be right now if I doubted myself to the point that I couldn't try new things. Think about how different my life would be if I lived in this little bitty box that we call our comfort zone. It's that box that you're comfortable living in every single day, but you know that if you live in this box, you're never going to get anything different in your life, right? You're never going to get anything other than what is in that box. So if you're not totally fulfilled right now, if you're not totally happy with your level of success, if you're not totally happy with your online business, then I'm telling you right now, the only way to be happy is to get outside of this little comfort zone, to step outside of the box, to try new things, to do new things, and to give yourself the permission to make a few mistakes along the way so that you can have the success that you want to have. How many of you want to give yourself that permission today? Just say yes if you want to give yourself that permission today. You see, I tell my personal stories because I want them to hit home with you. If you get nothing out of this training today, get that. Give yourself permission to try new things. Step outside of your comfort zone, and I guarantee you that's the true way to have massive success online. Now, my story is a little bit different than most, but it's one that I share with people when I do my trainings myself, because at the end of the day, I want you to know me. I want you to know why I'm doing this. These are my parents, Roger and Sheila. Now, they're the reason we're here today, not necessarily because I'm their kid, but because of something that happened in my family's life. My dad was super successful. When I was growing up, I had everything. I never had a job. I was kind of just, I guess, spoiled, if you will. My dad was very successful, owned a lot of real estate. In his mid-60s, he retired. He sold his real estate, and he wanted to spend time with his family. So I was in college at the time. It was my second year, I believe, in college. I was headed to medical school, and I got a call from my dad. And my dad had invested his life savings, a little over $1.5 million, I think, into a company called WorldCom. Anybody know WorldCom? Just say yes if you know what WorldCom is. Yeah. So a lot of people know what WorldCom is. Well, then you probably know what happened next. About 24 hours after my dad invested his life savings in this company, they went bankrupt. There was an accounting scandal. WorldCom stock froze. It dropped. And my dad, in 24 hours, went from financially free, went from living the life that he had worked his whole life to live, to financially broke and desperate. And a lot of things changed in our lives, from myself, from my brother, my sister, my mom, and my dad. My dad immediately had to start trying to find a job. And I remember talking to him on the phone. I'll never forget studying for a test and talking to my dad, telling him, look, Dad, you can do it. You've already built this business before. You've had massive success before. You've owned all this real estate. You can do it again. As a young kid, that was all that was in my mind, was you can. There was never a you can't. And he was just devastated how many of you can relate to the devastation of losing your life savings? Just say yes. And maybe you know somebody that's in that situation, or maybe you yourself have been in that situation, or maybe you're afraid that one day you will be in that situation, It's tough. It's tough to bounce back from. My dad tried to get jobs. He went everywhere. He even went to the car dealerships in town. Wouldn't hire him. Everybody told him literally he was too old. They just said, we're not hiring right now. It was all because of his age. He couldn't get a job at the local baseball fields. He literally couldn't get a job. He had no college degree, no education. He was a self-made millionaire, and all of a sudden he was desperate. And I watched my family just kind of going down the drain. I watched the stress that it caused. I see now how financial strain causes problems in families, because the burden of going to bed every night knowing you have these bills and these things that you have to pay and these responsibilities that you have, and knowing that you have no way to fulfill them, is so heavy on people. And I watched it drain the life out of my dad, and I decided I just couldn't watch it anymore. I said, you know what, I've got to do something. I don't know what to do, but I know I need to do something to help my family. I need to do something to help my dad. So I started my first online business. Now, I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't have a teacher. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a webinar to get on. I didn't have anything other than the desire and the drive to be successful and to help somebody that needed help. That was my true reason why. How many of you have a true reason why you want to make money online? And it's not just to buy a Ferrari, right? It's not just so that you can live a lavish lifestyle. It's so that you can help other people. And if you're doing it for the right reason, and you have the drive, the desire, and the real need to be successful, as long as, like I said, you give yourself permission to do something, you give yourself permission to get started, and you give yourself permission to make a few mistakes along the way, you can do it. But it all starts right here, right? And right here. It all starts with you having the heart and the drive and the desire and the right mindset to know that you can have success. And that's what I did, and I did it innately. I started my very first business online, and the business model looked like this. It looked like, it's the craziest thing. I knew nothing about the internet, but I had a Mustang. And I said, you know what? I could sell Mustang parts online. This is just what I thought in my little head. I thought, oh, man, I can sell Mustang parts. This will be great. So I started selling car parts online. Sounds pretty crazy, but within a few months, within like 6 months or so, I built this business up to over $250,000 a month. I want you to think about that for a second. $250,000 a month. How many of you would be happy with that? Just say yes. Now, I did not expect that. I did not go into this with expectations of any kind. I just wanted to make a few $1,000s to pay my parents' house payment. That's all I cared about, right? But the business model that I used was pretty simple. You see, I put ads on Google. You can see that's where it started. I put ads on Google. I sent people to this website. That's actually my website. You see right there, Cool Blue Performance. I was selling Mustang parts, and of course, I'd sell the parts, and I'd make money. I couldn't believe what was happening. I mean, it was literally happening so fast. I was making so much money. But with that money came a little bit of problem. You see, I was still in school. I was going to medical school. And back then, 10 years ago, people didn't really buy online. They shopped online, but they bought on the telephone. So I had to find a way to get those orders. So what I did was I put a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week phone number on my site. And I was literally taking 200 to 300 phone calls a day for people ordering car parts. 200 to 300 phone calls a day while still going to school, while still taking the MCAT, while still going to all of my biology labs and chemistry labs and trying to still be a doctor. But I was thrilled because you know what? Every dollar I made was a dollar less that my parents had to worry about. So I was motivated. I worked every day, all day, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I was up. I was on the phone. I never went to a movie. I never went to the beach. I never got in a swimming pool because getting in the swimming pool meant that I wasn't attached to my phone or my computer. And doing that meant that I could miss out on money. And missing out on money meant that I needed help, that there was something I wasn't doing for my family. See, I was driven to be successful. But with all that drive, it started to beat me down. It's probably why we always joke in my family. It's why I have gray hair. If you look, I have a little bit of gray hair. And I'm young, but I have gray hair. And we always joke about the fact that this business gave me gray hair. So with all of that, I decided and I learned one really important lesson. I didn't want just financial freedom. I wanted time freedom. You see, I wanted time to live my life. I made all this money, but I didn't do anything with it. I was too busy working. I was attached to this cell phone or one like this all day, every day of every week. Christmas Day, I was taking phone call orders because I was so motivated to have success. How many of you want financial freedom, but you also want time freedom? Just say yes if you also want time freedom. You see, you want the time. It's not, they have to go hand in hand because, look, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of rich people that hate life. And there's a lot of poor people that love life because they're able to live the life that they want to live, right, with the people that they want to live it with and do the things that they want to do. And they may not have this extravagance, but at the same time, they've got people and they've got experiences, right? And what you don't want to do is trade one for the other. So what I want to do is show you how you can build a business that's going to give you the financial freedom, but it's also going to give you the time freedom, the freedom to enjoy the money that you've made with the people that you love and to do the things that you want to do with the people that are most important to you, right? How many of you like that? Just say yes. You see, that was important to me. I started looking for that, and I found a second business model when I was about 24 years old that gave me that time freedom. And if you look at it, it looks just like the other one. Go figure. You put ads on Google, you send people over here to a website, and then you make money. The only difference in this equation and the other one is the website. You see, the other one I was selling parts, which meant I was physically having to ship parts to people. In this model, I was an affiliate, right? All I did was affiliate marketing. How many of you have heard of affiliate marketing? Just say yes if you have. Very good. So affiliate marketing meant I didn't have to ship anything. I was promoting someone else's product. In this case, I was promoting credit cards. I was actually an affiliate for all of the major banks, American Express, Chase, Savannah, Bank of America, all of them. So when you came to my website, okay, and you applied for a credit card from, say, American Express, they would pay me $200 to $250 a pop. I quickly built this business to over $250,000 a month. But the difference is I had time freedom. All of a sudden, I wasn't having to answer the telephone. I never had to talk to a customer. I simply placed these ads on Google, sent people to my website, sent them off to the bank, and got paid to do it. How many of you like that model? Just say yes. You see, I loved that model. And I got really excited. I'm not going to lie. I got really, really excited because I was making an insane amount of money. I mean, you can see here, my dad actually photocopied my checks. Now, it's bizarre because back then, we had no clue I was ever going to teach anybody how to do anything. my dad was just so proud that I had so much success, and he could not believe his eyes when checks like this started hitting our mailbox. You can see, actually, this is listed from 2006. When, you know, a lot of people tell you, oh, okay, we can make money online. How many of them have been doing it since 2006? This is a long time ago. And I show you this because look at these numbers. $94,000, 101, 103, 152, 133,000, 147,000. That's just 6 months. Check this out. Here's the next 6 months. A full year of checks. Well over $1 million. Probably a couple $1 million or close to it worth of revenue, because this is just one, okay? This is just one of our affiliate programs. Think about that. How many of you would change the way you live right now if you started making this kind of money? Just say yes. Because I want you to realize I'm showing you this to show you why this isn't important, right? All right, just say yes. How many of you would buy a new car, upgrade your house, go on a vacation, help people that you need that you know need help, put your kids through college, maybe put money away for retirement, all of the things that you would like to do in your life right now that you can't do because you're not making enough money? You would probably do those things if you started making this kind of money. All right, so here's the thing. I started doing the same thing. I started living like I was making $100,000 a month. I started living like this. I bought my brother a car. Then I brought him a second car. I bought my sister a car. I bought my dad a brand new truck. He still has it to this day. It was a Ford F-150 2006 truck. It's the only vehicle anybody's ever bought for my dad in his entire life. And I was able to buy it for him at 23, 24 years old. I started paying for it, and I paid for my parents' house. I started living the life that people would live when they make this kind of money, and guess what? One day I woke up to an email that literally changed my entire life, right? Changed my entire life. Let me show you, all right? You see, back in the day, Google was very simple. Basically, the more you paid, the higher up you showed on the page, which meant pretty simple. If I paid more to get a customer, I would show up at the very top, right? So if I paid 82 cents per click, my ad would be above yours. It was very simple. So for me, guess what I did? I built 10 websites. I paid more than everybody else, and my websites were the entire front page of Google for everything I was promoting. How many of you feel like that was smart? Just say yes. You see, I thought I had control of everything. I just pay more, and boom, I show up. Work like a charm. Except for when Google decided to make a change. You see, one day Google sent me an email and they said, guess what, Anthony? We have this phenomenal new update. You're going to be so excited. You see, now you don't even have to pay more to be number one. You could actually be number one and be paying less than the person in number 2 slot. Because you know what? We're going to evaluate your website, evaluate your ad, and we're going to rotate all of these ads, and that way you can actually pay less for your traffic. Worst day of my life. Because I woke up and guess what? No longer was I number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was nowhere to be found. My ads were just rotating around all over space with Google, and all of a sudden I went from $200,000 a month to literally $10,000, $15,000 a month. And then it slowly just dwindled, and it dwindled away. How many of you think that would be pretty devastating? To overnight, we're not talking about like a slowdown. We're talking about they make a change on Friday, and on Saturday your whole business model crumbles. Yeah. That's why it is so important for you to pay attention today. That is why it is so important for you to listen to what I'm about to share with you. Because what I want to do is I want to teach you how to have control. Who had control of my business? Tell me right now. Who controlled my business? You see, I thought I did. You're right. Google controlled my business. And let me tell you something. If Google controls your business, or Facebook, or Instagram, or Snapchat, or Yahoo, Bing, YouTube, if any of these big companies control your business, you are vulnerable. And vulnerability is not where you want to be in business. You want to be in control. How many of you want to be in control today? You're committed to learning today what I'm going to share with you to be in freaking control so that this cannot happen to you. It's not possible if you do what I teach you today. All right? I see lots of people. Well, let me show you. Listen. This was my website. This was my credit card website. I want you to take a look at it. Do you see in the very center there where it says join the newsletter? Does everybody see that? You all see that right there? It says join the newsletter. You see, I did not know what email marketing was. I had no clue what email marketing was when I did this. I was new. I didn't have somebody like me to teach me what this meant. A couple of years after I shut this website down because it didn't show up on Google anymore, I realized I had over 300,000 people that had put their email address into that box on this one site. And guess what? On this site over here, my Mustang site, I had the same thing. I had over 50 or 60,000 people that had put their email addresses into that site. Now, I was never able to send them an email. Never. Because I didn't realize this till many years later. But how many of you realize that I would have made millions and millions and millions of dollars if I had been emailing those lists? Just say yes. Can you imagine 300,000 people all opting in to get credit card reports, and literally I make $200 every time they get a credit card? You see, I made a mistake by not knowing how powerful an email list really is. If I had that email list, I would still be making money from those websites today, and there's nothing Google could do about it. How many of you feel like an email list is something you want in your business right now? I'm not telling you to change your business if you're currently in a business, if you're doing e-commerce, if you're doing affiliate marketing, if you're launching your own products, if you're local marketing, great. But build an email list while you do it. And if you don't have a business right now, then you need one, and I'll show you how to start one and start it the right way. Because on this webinar, I'm going to show you how I've created one of the most responsive lists on the planet. And I'm going to show you the software that I use to get there because it's pretty crazy, okay? Look, you can be an email marketer. You can cash in on being successful by sending simple emails as long as, remember these two things now, you need guaranteed real email addresses. Okay? Write that down. You need guaranteed real email addresses in order to be able to scale this business and have true success, okay? So there is a success formula. I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds hard, but it's not. You can do it with 3 simple steps, and here's the 3 simple steps. All right, step number 1, I want you to write these down. This is very, very important. Step number 1 is build. Step number 2 is send. Step number 3 is profit. Okay, build, send, profit. These are very, very important things. Let's go over them. Step number 1 is building your list. Step number 2 is sending an email. How many of you feel like you could send an email? If you had a big email list, you could write something and send it. Just say yes if you feel like you could probably do that. I see lots of people saying yes. How many of you feel like you could find a way to profit? You could put an affiliate link in there, put an e-commerce link in there. Say yes? Okay. How many of you feel like building your email list is the hard part? Type the number 1 in if you feel like building your email list is the hard part. All right. I see lots and lots and lots of 1s coming in. You see, building your email list is the hard part. In fact, I won't lie to you. I won't sugarcoat this like everybody else does and say, click, 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 boom, email list. No, we don't do that kind of stuff. You want to be successful? You want to have a real business online? You've got to learn how to do the things that successful people do. Be in the trenches. You've got to learn the right way, not the wrong way. You've got to learn that there is work to be done. In fact, building an email list, I oftentimes look at it like this. It's like pushing a ball up a hill. And I put the word hard work in that ball for a reason. Because I want you to realize that it's not a cakewalk. It's not pressing a couple of buttons and boom, you make millions of dollars. If you're looking for that, let me just be the one to clear the air for you. It doesn't exist. Even though you might get all these emails every day talking about how easy this system is and that system and click this button, it doesn't exist. Okay? Building a business online is hard work. It's like pushing a ball up a hill. And literally, it's like a gravel under your feet. And sometimes you just feel like you just can't get the ball to the top of the hill because the rocks under your feet just keep falling away. But let me tell you something about an email business that does not exist with any other business. Do you see the point at the top of the hill? Does everybody see the point, right? Say yes if you see the point. I got a big white arrow there for you. You see, I call that the tipping point. You see, that's when you've got your email list built. And the ball is at the top of the hill, all right? And it's just kind of swaying back and forth, all right? And it's just waiting. It's waiting for you to send your first email. And let me tell you something, when you reach this tipping point, all the way down the right side, all the way down that hill, you have something on your side that no other business has, and it's called momentum. Let me explain first. You see, once you've got your email list, and you're kind of at the tipping point, and you go in and you say, oh, I don't know if I can send an email, and you send one, right? And all of a sudden, you send an email and you get results. People open it. People click. Maybe you make a few dollars. You get excited. You're thrilled. You're thinking to yourself, I did it. People told me I couldn't do it, but I actually did it. I was successful. And what do we like to do when we're successful at something? Can somebody tell me? Put it in the chat box. What do we do when we're good at things? That's right. That's right. We continue doing them. We repeat them, right? If we're good at something, we do it more often. So I can only imagine that if you do well and you send your first email, you're going to send a second one. And guess what? When you send a second one, you're going to do even better than the first time. And the third time, you're going to do better than the first two times. And by the fourth or the fifth time, you've made a little bit of money. Guess what? You're going to be so freaking excited, you're going to start to learn more. You're going to be learning more about email marketing because now you are an email marketer. You're not trying to be an email marketer. And look, it's literally like a ball rolling down a hill. It just gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster because you're having more and more and more and more and more success, and it creates this momentum that can't be stopped even if you try. How many of you want momentum on your side? Just say yes if you do. Right? I see lots and lots of people. You want momentum on your side, and you get it as an email marketer. But there are a few things that you've got to do right the first time so that we can literally build your business the right way the first time, okay? So let's get into the training and get this ball up the hill the right way. Quality matters, size doesn't. Don't listen to other people. The list quality is what matters. You've got to have a high-quality list in order to earn more money. I've got friends that literally have huge email list, 1 million people, and they make $100 a day. I've got friends that have 100,000 subscribers, and they make literally $1 million in a month. What would you rather have? The smaller list that makes more money, or the larger list that makes less money? That's right, of course, the smaller list, because it's a higher quality list. So quit worrying about how big is my list, and start worrying about the quality of your list. That's where the money is, okay? And that's what most people won't teach you. In fact, take a look at this. This is one of the first emails I ever sent out. I made $11,816.60. You can actually see it was back in 2012, right? So a good 6 years after I first started my little affiliate marketing business there, as you can see, it took me that long to come around as an email marketer. But look at the dates. You can see my first revenue was made on February 23rd. If you look right here, you'll see again, down here at the bottom, my account was started, and you can see that on February 22nd, I had no money, but on February 23rd is when I started to make my first money as an email marketer. I want you to look at this. Here is the email that I sent to make that $11,816.60. Look up here. You can see where it says February 23rd, 2012. I actually sent it at 7 o'clock at night, which is not even good. That's terrible. But I didn't know any better. I was just learning. And you can see that I sent this email to less than 10,000 people. Less than 10,000 people, but made almost $12,000. How many of you realize now quality matters? Because I didn't have a big email list, 10,000 people. But I made $12,000 in one single email. That's not a full month. Everybody, I want you to pay attention. That's not a full month. That's one email. I believe, if I can recall correctly, don't hold me to this, but I did somewhere around $30,000 or $40,000 the first month with this 10,000 person email list. And I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't have anybody teaching me how to do it, right? Look, that came down to I made about $26 every time somebody clicked on the links in my email. Now look, most email marketers say that you should earn about $1 per subscriber per month. What that means is, I don't disagree with this. What that means is if you have, say, 1,000 people on your email list, you should be trying to make $1,000 every month. So every time you gain an email subscriber, you should look at that as that person or that subscriber is worth $1 every single month to you. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes if you do. I truly believe, even though this is taught kind of universally, I believe that you can earn more if you do what I'm telling you to do. instead of what everybody else just kind of skips over. And if you look, I earned way more. I earned over $1 per subscriber with one send, right? I ended up making, I think, $4 or $5 per subscriber that month and continued on, right? So it's all about knowing how to build your list. Now, let's talk about something. Where is the traffic online? Did you know that most people are actually using their mobile phones to get on the internet? Do you guys know that? In fact, 60% of all the traffic on the internet is now coming from a mobile device, all right? And it's projected to eclipse 75% by 2019. So what that means is, again, you remember back when I told you we have to optimize, we have to adjust, we have to know what we're doing. Well, guess what? We've got to know, and we've got to optimize our business to the fact that there's a lot of people online on a mobile phone. In fact, take a look at these stats because they're staggering, all right? Mobile now makes up the majority of emails opened. 51% of all emails opened every day are opened on a mobile device. So if you're sending emails, do you think that it's important to know this statistic, yes or no? That's right. It's very, very important to know this statistic. You have to know that the majority of people are actually on a phone checking their email. In fact, take a look at this. This will blow your mind. 68% of all Gmail and Yahoo users are actually opening their email on a mobile phone. 68% of the 2 largest free email marketing services on the planet are opening their emails on mobile phones. You think this is an important stat to know? Yeah, that's a huge stat right there, right? Huge. Again, remembering, plan for success, optimize your business. Look at this. If you're doing e-commerce, did you know that 7 out of 10 shoppers are likely to make a purchase on a mobile phone because of an email that they got on their phone? How many people we got in here doing e-commerce? Just say yes if you're doing e-commerce. Okay? Very good. I see lots of yeses. This is a stat you need to know. You need to know that if you can reach people on these mobile devices, 7 out of 10 people are making a buying decision because of an email that they got. You need to be doing it. Check this out. Now this stat, I'm going to break this down for you, okay, because it's super important, but I want you to just focus. All right. 23% of the time when somebody opens a phone, opens an email on their phone, they open it more than once. Meaning they'll open it one time, and then they'll turn around and they'll open it again 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, day later, whatever. So 23% of the time. Now, here's what's important about this. 65% of the time, if a person opens an email more than once, they are 65% more likely to click on the links in the email. So meaning, if you get a lot of people that are opening your emails multiple times, they're 65% more likely to take action on those emails. And let's be honest, you don't make any money unless you get a click, unless somebody opens the email and clicks. How many of you feel like this is an important stat? Do you realize that on mobile devices, you are going to make more money when you send emails because the people have a propensity to open more and click more? That's what this means, right? In fact, that's what this stat right here shows. The value of an email subscriber, if you have the email address that is in their cell phone, is roughly double that of an email subscriber who checks their email on their desktop computer. Double. Everybody pay attention to that. If you can get the email address that I have stored right here in my little phone, it's worth twice as much money to you as my email address that I check on my desktop computer. Big time statistics that you need to know if you want to have massive success. All right? And here's the thing. We're not fishing in a small pond. All right? I mean, look, mobile email users are expected to eclipse over 2.2 billion. 2.2 billion. That's 80% of all email users are going to be checking their emails on a mobile phone within the next few years. How many of you feel like if you want to build an email marketing business, or if you want to build an email list to support your existing e-commerce, local marketing, product launch, book, whatever business, that you need to know this right now, and you need to be building an email list that is comprised of email addresses right here in people's mobile phones? That's right. I see a lot of people saying, yes, well, why does this even matter? like I said, quality is the key. And if most of the traffic online is now on a mobile device, then that means that you need to figure out how do you optimize for that. In fact, take a look. How many of you have seen one of these little forms before? Just say yes in the chat box if you've seen one of these before. Okay? Lots and lots of people saying yes. Now, this is just a standard opt-in form. This is how people get your email address. Seems fairly simple, right? You put your email address in the little box, you hit submit, and you've opted into somebody's list. Now, let me ask you something, okay? We're going to take a vote here, so participation is required. Type number 1 in the chat box if you have ever put a fake email address into one of these boxes. You just wanted to see if you could get the free something without giving your email address. Just type it. It's okay. I'm not getting mad at you. You guys obviously have given up your free email address, real email address, so you wouldn't be on this webinar. So just type number 1. All right, I see lots and lots and lots of ones from people that have put in fake information. Now, maybe you feel bad about putting fake information in. So type the number 2 in if you've got kind of a secondary email address that you put in these boxes. Meaning it's not fake, it's real, but you never check it other than to get the free stuff that you're putting it in for. Just say yes. Just type the number 2. I see lots and lots of people. All right. I see lots and lots of, keep it 100. I got you. All right. Type the number 3 if you've ever been victim of a typo. You actually were trying to put the right email address in here, but then all of a sudden autocorrect screwed it up, or you're on your phone, you got your fingers, and you're trying to get the free something, and you type it wrong, and you send it, and you gave them the wrong email address. Type number 3. All right? Now, I want you to think about something real fast. I just gave you the 3 reasons that most every email marketer fails. Think about that. Take a second. You see, you can't make any money if you're sending emails to fake email addresses. You can't make any money if you're sending it to email addresses that people don't check. You can't make any money if you're sending emails to typo email addresses that never get to people. In fact, in this scenario, who actually has control of your business as an email marketer? Because, you know, I've been telling you, email marketers control your own business. But who actually controls your business? Think about it. Who really controls it? That's right. The customers do. Because if the customers don't give you a real email address, you have a crappy business. And you can't make them give you a real email address. So therefore, they have all the control. How many of you hate the fact that even as an email marketer, somebody else has control of your business? And in fact, most everybody is putting in bad information to build, into these email boxes, right? They're not putting in their real email address. I see a lot of people saying yes. So, what if I told you that right now I have a way to guarantee you 100% of the time that you will never get a typo, a secondary email address, or a fake email address ever on your list? What if I could guarantee you 100% of the time that you would actually get the email address right out of this user's phone? In fact, that guy right there holding that phone, 100% of the time, I could get you the email address right out of the phone. 100%. No more typos, no more fake email addresses, no more loss of control. What if I could legitimately give you true control over your business? How would you feel? Would that be something that you are interested in, yes or no? I just want to see, is that a game changer? Is that something that you feel like gives you the ability to have success finally? Because you're always pushing that ball up the hill, and it's tough. And you know why it's so freaking tough? Because you're fighting the customers. You're fighting fake email addresses and typos and all of this stuff. But if all of that stuff goes away and you get a real email address all the time, getting that ball up that hill a whole lot easier, right? Well, let me show you. All this stuff that happens right here, which sucks so bad, I have fixed. And I have fixed it because of these stats right here. You see, when I built my email list the other way, these were my stats. Please be my guest. Take a look. They suck. If you look, I sent 131,000 emails. And I literally got 600 people to open it and 74 people to click it. How many of you feel like that's pretty terrible? Just say yes, and it's okay to say yes because it is terrible. When I started out, I wanted to pull my hair out because I had one of those big email lists that I was telling you about earlier, but it sucked. Less than 1% of my list would even open my emails. Okay? 131,000 people on my list. And when we started going through it, we found why this was so bad. Fake email addresses, typos, addresses that had never opened an email in their life. And they were all on my list, right? So I figured I need control. I got to fix this. And I fixed it. I fixed it using something that we call mobile opt-in. If you check out these pages right, stop for a second, and I want you to look at this. What is missing from these opt-in pages? These pages get your email address, but what's not on them? What's not on these pages that you need to have to get somebody's email address to put in the chat box? That's right. There's no place for the user to type their email address. There's no text field. The user doesn't type anything. In fact, with the technology that we built, watch this, all you have to do is simply click on one of these big boxes right here. It says click here to send an email. When you click that button, when a user clicks that button on our page, we instantly get their email address right out of their cell phone, and we opt it into your email list. Doesn't matter if it's GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, whatever email system you use, we opt their email address and their name right out of their cell phone or their iPod or iPad, whatever it is, right out of their mobile device instantly. They never type anything. They can't give you a fake email address. They can't give you anything because you're pulling it right out of their phone. How many of you feel like this is a better way? Just say yes if you feel like this is a better way. We've been using this for years. All right, we've been using this for years. And it has changed the way our business works. Getting the ball up the hill isn't so hard anymore because we take all the control. We don't allow the users to have control anymore. We have control. And we get exactly what we want, exactly how we want it, with nobody stopping us. Let me show you what happens when you use this. We literally have had over 50% open rates, which means when we send an email, we've had open rates where over half the people actually open the email. We've had 100% success, meaning when we do a campaign like this, 100% of the time it has been successful. All right? We've generated tons of revenue, but let me just show you real fast what I'm talking about. Check this out. Look at this. I sent 38,000 emails here. And on 38,000 emails, I got 21,700 opens. I got 10,437 clicks. Guys, pay attention to this. That's almost a 60% open rate. My other email list that I built the other way had less than 1%, barely 0.5%. This, almost 60%. And look at the click-through rate, 27.76%. How many of you feel like you could make some money if you were getting 10,000 clicks off of sending one email? Just say yes. Just curious if you realize how much money that really is. On a lot of affiliate offers and e-commerce offers, you can make, anywhere from $1 to $3 a click. So think about that. That's one email, right? Way over, I don't know. Some people say if I can make $1,500 on one email that I sent, I would be happy. In fact, how many of you would be happy to make $1,500 sending one email? Just say yes. Okay, that would mean legitimately now, okay, for this particular email to make $1,500 when you've got 10,437 clicks, you would only have to earn about, I think, 6 cents per email, somewhere around there. I mean, it would literally be like almost, yeah, that would be about 12 cents or 12 cents a click. That's crazy, right? We earn $1, $2, $3 a click. Look at this. And I don't just do this one time, right? Look at this. Here's where I sent 201,000 emails. and I got 95,000 opens and 56,000 clicks. Guys, that's almost a 50% open rate. Consistently. You know, a lot of people will show you stats that are good, but they've sent 100 emails. Anybody can fake that. You can't fake 200,000 emails. Look at that. That's 200,000 emails. And look at the top. You see where it says mobile? Everybody see where it says mobile? The reason it says mobile is we started building mobile lists using these new landing pages, using our new mobile opt-in system, and we were tracking the results. And look at the results. You can see it was pretty phenomenal, right? 48% open rates. Check this out. And again, 28% click-through rate. Look at this one. Here's another one. Sent 105,000 emails, 50% open rate, 29,000 clicks. Are you starting to catch on that if you build your email list the right way, you can make a fortune from it, right? Exactly. There's a ton of money to be made as an email marketer, but it's all about getting the email address the right way, right? It's all about getting the email address the right way. Look, I've even got another one for you. I could go through these for days, right? We're talking 7- and 8-figure months sending emails from literally email addresses that are all real. And that's what's so important about this, right? You know, 43,000 opens, 26,000 clicks. But look at this click-through rate. Okay, this is what I want you to pay close attention to. Do you see where it says? Do you see where it says right here, 29% click-through rate? Everybody see that? Just say yes in the chat box if you see that. All right. Look, it's one thing to get people to open your email. It's another thing to get them to click. How am I getting these people to click at such a high rate, right? Think about that for a second, because I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. It's completely different than anything you've ever seen before. So I want you to pay very close attention, because I think you're going to see why this works so well, because we've changed the game on email marketing, and we've made it so that you get the clicks to make the money, which is what's so important. So I've got a question for you guys. How many of you would like to see a demo of our mobile opt-in software right now? If you'd like to see a demo, literally watch me build a campaign live. Just go ahead and tell me real fast that you would like to see the demo, and if you would, I see lots, because I don't always do a demo, because I explained everything, but it looks like a ton of people would like to see a demo. Okay, how many of you are enjoying the presentation so far? Give me a 1 through 10 real fast. 1 through 10. Let me see how I'm doing, because I'm hoping that I'm doing well, explaining a lot, teaching a lot, motivating you, of course. I got a 1 from Janet. Hopefully that was a typo. I see, there we go. Janet came back with a 10. And I see lots and lots of 10s. So a lot of people are saying you've learned an awful lot. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. Let's jump in to a demo here real fast. What I'll do is I'll just kind of close that down. And what I'm going to do is bring up mobile opt-in. Now, what you're going to see right here on your screen, okay? Super, super, super important. All right. What this is right here, so just pay attention to this big blue thing moving around the screen. This is a phone simulator. So this is kind of like a software on my computer that simulates what it would look like on a mobile phone. So as you can see, we've built this little landing page here, and it's very basic for our demo, obviously. You can scroll down. It says, get your free report today. And then as you scroll down, this says, we're excited to announce our limited time free report showing you exactly how experts train their dog to be their perfect companion. If you're struggling with unwanted barking and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, click here to get your free report. Now, first of all, does everybody see how simple this landing page is where we're asking for their email address? Just say yes if you see the simplicity in this. It's not complicated. People overcomplicate things. I've been using this for years, and it works really well if you do it this way, okay? All right, so watch what happens. A person sees this. They want their free report on how to train their dog. So they click this little red button right here. Remember, they don't enter anything. They click this red button. Watch what happens, because this is where things get really crazy. So watch this. It instantly opens up the email client on the user's phone. Does everybody see that? Did you see how the email client came up on the user's phone? See that? Now, inside of here, okay, it's pre-filled. The subject says, please my free report. The email itself says, hey, please send me the free report on training my dog, like the experts do. All right, I'm so ready to have my pet trained properly. Thanks in advance. Now, when the user sends this email, okay, when they press the send button, our software automatically gets their name and their email address from their phone, and it will take it and opt it into any of your email accounts. So GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, all of those different ones, we will take that email address and opt it right into your account. User never has to type anything. First of all, how many of you think that's next level epic? Just say yes. You can even say epic, right? Doesn't matter what the deal is. Now, I want you to think really hard for me, okay? First of all, when you're on a mobile phone, you want it simple. All the user has to do is tap, tap. They tap the button and tap send and they're done, right? But I want you to think about something real fast. All right? Guys, remember I told you I had a 29% click-through rate on my emails. Why do you think I had such a high amount of people actually click on the emails when I send them to them? Just curious. All right? Some people want to know. All right. Let me explain why. In every other scenario, okay, when you build your email list, a user has to actually type in their email address and give it to you. And then you send them an email. So who is the first person to send out an email in the normal scenario? Just put it in the chat box. Who is the first person to send an email? It's you, right? So if you are collecting email addresses, you send the first email. But not in this scenario. Look what's happening. We are actually making the users send us an email. So when they get your autoresponder back to them, they feel like you are responding to them. This changes the psychology of the entire process because now you're whitelisted in their email box because guess what? They sent you an email. So now your emails hit their inbox. Number two, you've got their real email address. Number three, you've got the email address right out of their cell phone. You have their real and their best email address. And number four, they feel like you're communicating with them because they sent you an email and you replied to it, not the other way around. Do you guys see where the psychology of this changes the whole process? This is why it works so well, right? This is why we've been able to build multi-million-dollar businesses off of this technology because this is bulletproof. Because of every single step in the process you control. Now, something that I want to tell you. It's great to get the email address, but I want you to understand something. Think about this. You know how sometimes when you opt into something, it redirects you on somewhere? Has everybody ever done that? Like you opt into an email list and then it automatically redirects you? Yeah? Okay, well, think about it. We're in their email box. So we can't necessarily redirect them anywhere because we're not on a web page anymore. We're in their email box. So technically that means we would lose a way to make a profit right now when we build our email list. We want to make a profit instantly, but that's kind of tough. For years I built my email list using this same software and never was able to control what the user saw after they sent this email. However, I can now do that and so can you. What that means is you can control the user's phone. After they send this email, the one that you see right here, or even if they don't send it, let's just say they hit the cancel button up here and they say, no, I'm not going to opt into your email list. You can actually still control their cell phone. Would you like to see me do that real fast? Just say yes if you would. Now, since this was building a list for people that were interested in dog training, what I told the software to do was, after somebody sends this email, or even if they don't send it, what I would like for it to do is send them through my affiliate link to a dog training product from ClickBank that I earn a commission on. Watch this. If this were a user on the internet, okay, and they went to my page, and let's just say they canceled it and they don't even send the email because they're not going to opt in. Watch what they see. Check this out. Do you see where it says dog training tutor on their phone? They can't get away from it because literally we are bringing up the web page and redirecting it over to your affiliate link or any link you want, and there's nothing they can do about it. You are guaranteed that when somebody clicks on that button, that they are going to see whatever web page you want them to see after they opt into your email list. It can be your e-commerce page. It could be a client's page. It could be your own blog. It could be an affiliate link so you make a profit. It could be your Amazon store. It could be anything. You have full control. How many of you like this so far? Just say yes. In fact, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important do you think this technology is in your business? That's what I want to know. I see a lot of 12s. All right, very good. So I see a lot of people saying yes. Let me show you some other really quick examples of what these sites look like, okay? So I built a few in here that I want you to see, all right? So we have the dog training one, which I just showed you. Let's just say you're doing e-commerce, okay? If you're doing e-commerce, let me show you one where I built this out for e-commerce, okay? So check this out. So this is one for e-commerce. So you'll see if you've got an e-commerce store, let's say you're doing free plus shipping. You can see this says first FD, last out, so first in, first out. This is for like a fire department type thing. It says fire extinguisher jet lighter, just pay shipping. And we've got the little image of the fire extinguisher here that you can get for free. And then it says press here now to request your free lighter, right? And then we've got a little countdown timer going down here, which will show you how to build. We've got some really cool stuff in here. So watch. You can press this button. When you press it, it opens up an email that basically says to send an email to request your the free fire extinguisher lighter. Watch this. If you cancel this out, boom, you're now on the Shopify store for this. How many of you like that if you use Shopify? That's right. You can now use this to build your list, promote your Shopify store, and increase your profits because you've built an incredibly great list. This is insane for e-commerce, for Amazon, for Shopify, for anything like that. Works great. If you're doing CPA marketing, affiliate marketing, any kind of affiliate marketing, it works just like the dog training one did, right? And then, of course, let's say you do local marketing. Do any of you do local marketing, like marketing for local businesses? I'm going to show you one real fast that we do. One of these that we did for a company here. You can go in and actually build them these campaigns inside of Mobile Opt-in. So check it out. Here's one for Beagle Bagel, 10% off of your lunch, right? You click this button, you opt into their list, we redirect you to their website. We can literally charge this local business a monthly fee to build them this site, and we host it for them all right here inside of Mobile Opt-in. How many of you would like to maybe add that as an income stream? Because the cool thing is, it takes like 5 seconds to build this. You can build it, walk into the local business, show them what you've got, and say, hey, would you like it or not? Pretty simple. They freak out. And then you could charge them $20 a month, $50 a month. Imagine how much money you could make when you aren't paying anything, right, to be able to do it. So really, really awesome stuff. Now, how many of you would like to see me build a campaign from scratch so you could see exactly how to do it? Anybody? I've shown you some examples. All right, lots of people. All right, I'm going to take just a second, and I'm going to build you a campaign from scratch and show you exactly how it's done. It's actually really, really simple and very awesome, okay? All right, so we click here. We put in our campaign name. I might try to see if I can't zoom in just a bit. No, let's go out one. All right, so this is about as big as I can get it right here. All right, so going from scratch. Here we go. We'll do Anthony Dillon. All right, and we click create. Now, what's going to happen is our software is going to pull up this blank little page right here. Now, what is so cool about this is actually, forgive me, I get so excited, my throat starts to hurt because I'll yell this stuff. I love this. Now, there are multiple ways that you can use our builder, all right? This is version 2.0 of our mobile opt-in software. It gives you full control over everything that you're doing. So I'm going to show you the 3 ways. Way number 1, you click over here on templates, and when you click on templates, you can scroll down and you can see all of these pre-built templates. So let's just say that you want to look at one. You can click on preview. When you preview them, you can see what they look like. You, of course, can edit any of these once you've built them out. So, it's not like it's really hard, but you can go through all these templates right here that we actually have our designer building. And our designer, by the way, is thousands of dollars a month, and he's in here building templates that you can use. How many of you like that? Just say yes if you like that. Pre-built templates, super simple. You can use them, not hard, and they don't cost you anything, right? Okay, so let's just say that you like one. All right, let's say you like one of these. Click select. When you select it, look at this. It instantly loads it for you. Look at this. That template is ready for you to use. Now all you have to do is change the words. So this says, get our free report now. It's your road to freedom. Maybe you like this, but you want it bolded and italicized. You can do that. And then it says, just click the button below. Then this is a place for a video. If you want to embed like a YouTube video, you can click this little button right here and put your YouTube video code in here. But let's just say that you love this template, but you don't want to put a video on here. Watch this. Just click this little button here, and you can actually trash the video block, and look at that. Now, there's no video to be used, right? All right, how many of you see how simple that is? Just say yes. You can take our pre-built templates and customize them, all right, to fit you and what you want. You can change this image. You can change anything. All right, very simple. But let's completely trash all of this, all right? Let's get out of the whole thing, and let's do another one. Let's see if I can get rid of everything. All right, here's the second way that you can build this. All you do is you drag this little container over here, because that basically lets you start building a page. Watch this. You click this little gear, and then do you see all these background, and you see all these things over here that says dog training, dating, education, finance, food, golf, green energy, internet marketing. Everybody see that? These are templates for all different niches. There's over 400 of them in here for all different niche-specific things, personal development, real estate, religion, travel, weight loss. They're all already built in here, right? Auto insurance. In fact, a lot of people like patriotic stuff right now, like American stuff. Check this out. Watch this. I can pick any of these templates that I have in here, and I can load them. Look, maybe I like this American flag. Watch this. Boom. Look at this. I've now got a template with the American flag literally as my page. And it's simple, simple, simple to make it say what you want it to say. Watch this. I can drag my little headline over, and I can say, this web page was built in just a few seconds. Right? I can do just like that. Boom. I've now got a text box on here. I can bring over an image, right? All right, look at this. Now, of course, I've got some images saved on here. You could have any images. You can upload your own. Watch this. You can put an image in. Check this out. You know how images always look weird? Watch this. You can drag it, drop it, make it whatever size you want. You have full control over it. Look at that, right? So you can put an image. You literally have an advantage that nobody else has because you can do anything. Watch this. Maybe you want to add a countdown timer. All of you know countdown timers help you convert, right? Just say yes. It helps your pages create more urgency. Yes? Watch this. Countdown timers, you know how you normally have to pay people to do that stuff and it takes a long time? Watch this. Drag it, drop it, click it, all right? Choose a date you want to count down to. This just starts at random days. We can pick anything here. Look at this. Colors. What color do you want the text? Pink, purple, blue? All you do is just drag and drop. Look. Look at that. Styles. Maybe you want to circle around them like this. Maybe you want them to be, let's see, small or large. You can make them different sizes. Look at that. Takes 2 seconds. We're not talking about rocket science. We're talking about simple, right? Look at this. Maybe you want it to be bolded. See how I bolded those? And then we save. And look at that. Now we've got a countdown timer counting down to the time where basically this free giveaway is over. Then you need that button. Remember that super epic button that's going to make sure that when people click it, you get their email address? Everybody remember that? Just say yes. All right, we all remember that button? That button is built in here. Look. All you do is you take this mail to box. You see this little element over here? Watch this. You just drop it right here. And then You click on it. You can change the color of the text. All right, so we'll make this, I'm not very good at design, it's probably going to look ugly. All right, choose the background color for it. Right, so maybe we'll make the background color black. Then we make the text, so we can say, click here to send us an email for your free gift. All right, put that in there and look, see how it shows us that? Then we can change the size of the text. We'll make the text really big. Everybody see that? Everybody follow me. How many of you feel like this is easy so far? Just say yes. This is not hard. This takes like 2 seconds. Look at this. We can change the style of our button. Watch this. We can make it square. See how it squares it off? We can make it a pill shape. Right? So we can make it look how we want. We can make a dotted border. Look at that. We can make a dashed border. We can make a grooved border. Okay, you can make whatever kind of border you want. I'm going to go with the dashed border. All right? Then we can put the icons beside it. Watch this. Something like that, where we can tell it basically click here. So check this. We'll save it, and look at that. We've now got our button here where we're telling people to send a free gift to us. All right? How many of you feel like you could build a really awesome mobile opt-in page to collect email addresses using this builder, either using our pre-built templates or using our pre-built designs, right? There's over 400 that are in here for you. And of course we have tutorials. I'll show you all those in just a second to walk you through exactly how to do it. In fact, every single little button over here, you see these little question mark buttons here? When you click them, it brings up a video that tells you how to use it, how to use that specific thing. So if there's anything that you don't know how to use, you click the little question mark and it tells you how to use it. Can't get any much easier than that, right? All right, now, the second thing you've got to do is go right here to campaign settings. All right, couple of things that I want you to be aware of. Well, let's just go to your variation settings here. All right, we'll name this template, so we're just going to name this template 1. All right, now, how many of you use GetResponse? Just say yes if you use GetResponse for your email autoresponder. All right, I see lots of yeses. What about Aweber? Type the word yes. What about MailChimp? Type the word yes. Okay, what about ActiveCampaign? Type the word yes. GVO? Type the word yes. All right, SendLane? Type the word yes. All of your autoresponders can be connected to your mobile opt-in account. SendLane, all kinds of stuff. So watch this. Once you've connected them, you'll see a list of them in here. Do you see where it says like Anthony's GetResponse account and Anthony's SendLane account and all that? Does everybody see that? Just say yes. Awesome. Look, all you got to do is select your account. Like here's my GetResponse account. It'll automatically bring me a list of all of the email lists in my account. And I just select the list that I want the software to put the subscribers in. Pretty simple. Watch this. I'll select Destin, Florida, mobile app downloads. When I do this, what I just told Mobile Opt-in is that when people click this button over here, I want them to put people into this email list inside of that GetResponse account. Does everybody understand that? Just say yes. It literally is that simple. It's all connected with your accounts. There's no coding, no trying to figure it out, no copying and pasting nonsense and all that stuff. It literally just shows up there because we've integrated with everybody. Now, remember I told you you could put a website address in where you control people's phone after they click the button. Everybody say yes if you remember that. All right. I see lots and lots of yeses. Perfect. Okay. This is where you put that website address in. Watch this. We'll put in Google. All right, for this one. All right, just because I'm going to show you as an example. Then you'll see where it says subject and email body. This is where you control what that email says when the user clicks the button. It opens up the email client on their phone, and you get to control what it says. So watch what I type. I might type something like this. Send my free lighter. Hey, thanks so much for the free lighter offer. Please send mine right away. Thanks again. All right? So I type this email. This is what's going to show up on their phone. Watch what we do. We go back. We hit save. It saved our campaign. Now, all I've got to do is go to my campaign list. All right, I'm going to go down here to page 4 because I got a lot of testing done in here. All right, do you see where it says Anthony Demo right here? All right. The great thing about mobile opt-in, we host everything for you, which means you don't have to pay for any hosting. Check this out. You click on this little hosted URL, and then let's just type this website address in and see what happens. And as if by magic, there we go. A countdown timer type already counting down. Our button is loaded. Within just a few minutes, we built our very own lead capture form in mobile opt-in that is guaranteed to get better results than anything else on the planet. How many of you feel like you could do that? How many of you feel like you could give yourself permission to make a few mistakes, but to get this done so that you can build the foundation, to get the ball up the hill, to get the momentum, to have your business rocking? Just say yes if that's you. Right? I feel like that's everybody because we made this super simple. We actually released this back a while ago, and it had incredible results, but it did not have an epic builder like this. You can now put countdown timers, videos, all kinds of elements and things right into your page. Click, click, click. Takes 2 seconds. And watch this. When you click this button right here, watch what happens. It's going to open up the email. As you can see, it says, send me my free lighter. Thanks so much for the free lighter offer. Send mine right now. Thank you. It says exactly what we told it to say. Now, when they send the email or they cancel, where are they going to go? Somebody put it in the chat box. Where are they going to go? That's right, Google, because that's where we told them. Let's check it out and see if it worked. Boom. We're on Google. It's that simple, right? You can't even beat that. It's so simple. This right here, this is a profit page. This is where you put your thank you page. This is where you send them to an affiliate offer. This is where you make money while you build your list. You don't just build your list and then make money from it. We're going to profit while we build our list. My goal is to have no cost in building my list because I'm making money the whole time I'm doing it, right? Now check this out. One more thing I want to show you because I'm real big into split testing, okay? So let me show you something. All right, let's edit this real fast. Now, does everybody see that we have this page built, and you see where it says template 1 right here? Okay, watch closely. You know how sometimes you want to split test, you want to maybe have different variations, and maybe all you want to do is change the color of the text to see if one color does better than the other. You wouldn't really want to have to rebuild this whole thing from scratch, would you? That seems time-consuming, right? It's time-consuming. Up until now, you had to rebuild them. But we've built in a clone button. Check this out. You see this little button right here? It says clone. Watch what happens. I click it. All of a sudden, I have a second variation of my offer. Look at this. I'm on this variation. So now I'll type in that this is template 2. Okay, you see that? I'm at template 2. And then watch what I can do. I can go in here and I can save it. Now I can change, maybe I just want to change the color of the text. So maybe I want some red text like that. All right? Save that. And then look over here. Do you see where it says template 1, 100%, template 2, 0%? Everybody see that? All right. What you'll want to do is you can split test your templates by putting in like 50-50, if you will. When you do this, mobile opt-in has a built-in split testing feature. What that means is that now 50% of the time when I go to this website address, I'm going to see the green. 50% I'm going to see the red. Watch this. If we refresh it like this, and it's refreshing, we've got green. All right, and then of course, oftentimes on the little simulator, I have to sit here and refresh 150 times in order to get it to actually refresh. So it probably isn't actually refreshing. But on your screen, if you were going to this, it would flip-flop from green to red, green to red, green to red, green to red, because it's split testing 50% of the time. It's sending people to one of the other variations. Does that make sense, everybody? So now you can split test your campaigns. You can test totally different variations, or you can test cloned, right? So you can make them look totally different, or you can make them look just the same and only make a couple of small tweaks. How many of you like split testing? Just say yes. Now, I got to be honest with you. Split testing is great, but there's a couple of other things that I think are a little better. Check this out. Enable optimization. Here's what this will do. We will literally optimize for you, meaning let's say that you've got 2 or 3 variations running and you're asleep at night, but one of them is doing way better than the other one. Instead of you having to wait until tomorrow waking up and looking at this, if you turn this on, we can automatically optimize this for you. What that means is mobile opt-in will watch your results. It's off of what I would do to those results. It's learned how I optimize mine. It will go in and it'll say, you know what, template 2 is not converting. And it'll put it at 0 and it'll disable it. It'll literally say, you know what, no more traffic for template 2 because it's not doing well. How many of you like the fact that we will automatically optimize for you? Just say yes. It's literally like having me sitting there doing it for you because it's doing it the same way I would do my campaigns. Like I said, it's a long time, so I've been able to teach the system to do things the way that I would do them, right? So it's like having me optimize for you. We can also do retargeting. If you've got a Facebook retargeting pixel or anything like that, you can go in here and you can set the retargeting pixel. Now, another thing that's really important, if you are promoting your mobile opt-in URL, what happens if somebody clicks on it from a desktop computer? It's not really optimized for desktop computers, all right? But if you put in a URL right here for a desktop computer, if somebody comes to your mobile opt-in page and they're on a desktop computer, it will just automatically redirect them to your other page. So if you're using another type of software that builds, landing pages for desktop computers, you can instantly just redirect people. If they're on a desktop computer, there's no reason for them to even see mobile opt-in. You just send them on to your desktop computer screen. Does that make sense? Everybody like that? That's a brand new feature. So what that means is that now I can take this URL. All right, let's go back to it real fast. All right, so watch real quick. I'm going to try to do this super, super fast, okay? All right, so this URL right here, all right, if I were to put this in on my computer, just like this, and go there, okay, this is what I see. But this doesn't really look good on a computer screen. And when you click this, there's no cell phone to open up, right? So it doesn't really work. So what we built in was the ability to do something like this. If you go in here to your campaign settings and you say, hey, if a desktop user comes, just redirect them to, say, anthonymorrison.com. Take them onto my web page. You could take them to your affiliate link. You could take them to your e-commerce store. You could take them anywhere. And you save that. Now when people go there, watch what happens. Do you see how I ended up right here on my website? I'm not on mobile opt-in because I'm on a desktop computer. But if I were to go there on my mobile phone, like this, I'm still on mobile opt-in. Does that make sense to everybody? We can now split them out all within the software. These are the things I'm telling you guys, like I said, optimization. You want to make money, you want to be successful, this is the kind of cool stuff you got to have to do it, right? All right. There's so many other things that you can do. You can enable redirect for visitors, meaning let's just say that somebody has come to your mobile opt-in page and you don't really want them, see how it went to red there? And you don't really want them to have to go multiple times. So let's say that you want to tell mobile opt-in, look, after somebody's been to this page twice, just send them on to my affiliate offer or send them on to my e-commerce store. You can do that. So you can make it so that literally people only see your mobile opt-in page a couple times, and then you just send them on to wherever you make money, right? Everything is all built into the system. There's so many other options that we have in here. It's ridiculous. I'd spend all day going over it, but obviously we don't want to spend all day and all night on here. A couple of other things I want to show you. There's 2 ways to use mobile opt-in, okay? One is this hosted URL. That is a website address that we give you. You can literally promote that website address, put it anywhere. And when people come to it, mobile opt-in takes over. You can customize this to be your own website address. Okay? You don't have to use mobileoptin.com. You can use your own website address. We have some Shopify users that are using their Shopify email or their Shopify address. You can use whatever you want. All right? So that's available. You can also use this on your existing website. How many of you have existing websites? Shopify sites, WordPress sites, ClickFunnels sites, all that kind of stuff. Just say yes. All right. A lot like me, I have existing websites, but I would like to optimize them for mobile. A lot of people say, oh, just make them look good. No, that's not optimized. That's just playing around. I like to use mobile opt-in on them, so check this out. You can take this embed code right here. You can place this on any website that you own currently. And what will happen is the code, this little opt-in code right here, this embed code, will recognize if a mobile user comes to your website. And if they do, it will actually show them this mobile opt-in campaign before it shows them your website. So now you can literally promote your website. Mobile traffic will see your mobile opt-in page first and then go onto your site. And your desktop traffic will just see your regular website. How many of you like that? Just say yes. It gives you the ability now to optimize your current websites. Even if you've got Shopify or affiliate marketing ones, CPA marketing ones, blogs, all these things, you can put this on there. I've been using this for years on my sites. In fact, I'm sure that a lot of you, if you've seen my websites, have seen little pages that look like this. Maybe not as good as these because they were my older ones. So 2 ways to use it. A couple of other really quick things are stats. You can see over here, if you click on any of these, you can see that it shows you some stats on the side. It shows you how many visitors and how many clicks, right? And then you can also see each template. So see how template 1 has had 1 visitor and 1 click. Template 2 has had 1 visitor and no clicks. You can also get these detailed stats. If you click on detailed stats, it'll show you right here. And you can see the difference. It shows you impressions, visitors, clicks, click-through percentages. We even track opt-ins. So if somebody opts into your email list from one of your templates, you can see that stat right here in mobile opt-in. And if you want to track conversions, we've got this little conversion pixel here. You can put this on your site. It'll actually track the conversions because mobile opt-in will optimize for opt-ins or conversions. So we can literally turn on and off template variations that you build to help you make more money. How many of you like the stats and like the optimization? Just say yes. All right, I'm sure you can tell I'm super excited about this. This has been years in the making. This is a brand new release right now. So many different things. I mean, you can change your dates and all of these things up here. There's so many different things that you can do with this. Now, a couple of things that you may be interested in. If you've got virtual assistants or if you've got, I don't know, let's say you're a local marketer and you want to sell access to campaigns. You can create sub-users right here, and when you create those sub-users, it's super simple. They then get their own login to mobile opt-in, but you control what they see. So like, let's say you've got this campaign right here. You can click on this, and you can assign a user to it, and now that user can log in, and they can see their stats for that campaign, but they can't see anything else. So if you were to go in and you were to build campaigns for local businesses, you could let those local businesses log in and see their stats, and you would never have to send them anything, but they can only see their stats. If you've got virtual assistants that you want to use the software for you, you can give them logins, and of course, they can't touch anything else or do anything else, right? Super, super good stuff. Now, what about training? How many of you are interested in the training? Just say yes. I saw a few of you asking questions about training. All right, let's get to the training real fast. First of all, we have this FAQ and training right here. Look. This is how to get started using it. This is how to integrate everything. SendLane, GetResponse, Aweber, it just walks you through it, right? This is campaign settings and features. Okay, we literally walk you through everything. How to use our mobile opt-in page builder. Look at this. Every single element in there. You want to learn how to use it? You click the button, it opens up a full screen video here that you can watch to see how to do this. Super simple, right? Everything built in. If you've got a specific question, you can click this Contact Us button. It literally submits a support ticket right to our support desk, right? All built in. What about actual bonus? Well, first of all, we got case studies in here. So if you are using mobile opt-in as an affiliate, you could watch this. This is one of my case studies on how we made tons of money as an affiliate. At Shopify and e-commerce, here's a case study showing you a live campaign that we're doing using it this way. If you've launched your own product, you're creating your own product, maybe you're writing a book, those kinds of things, boom, we'll show you how to use it. If you do webinars, we'll show you how that's done. If you're a local marketer, we've got a whole slide deck here for you to sell mobile opt-in. And then, of course, we've got a training on it. So we've got a training showing you how to use it in every scenario. Plus, a lot of people ask for traffic training. How many of you need traffic training so that you can get traffic to build your list with mobile opt-in? Just say yes. I figure most people would say yes. Very good. Well, let me show you this. We've got training on Facebook ads. Look, my brother is ridiculous with Facebook. I had him come in and film basically a 7-session Facebook ad training. You'll get this today with mobile opt-in. So you'll see in a second, we'll include this. It's literally showing you exactly how to use Facebook with mobile opt-in. It's not a random Facebook training. It's literally how to put your mobile opt-in on Facebook and get traffic. How many of you feel like you could use that? Just say yes. It's pretty phenomenal stuff. I also have a training in here, all right, from Fred Lamb. All right, so Fred Lamb knows a lot about Google marketing. Super, super, super smart kid. I was actually just with him at an event, and he's done some phenomenal things. And Fred agreed to do a 2-session training on Google AdWords. That is all listed right here inside of your mobile opt-in account under traffic training. You can watch it anytime you want. It's all the training you need to get massive amounts of traffic. So how many of you feel good knowing you've got lots of traffic training and lots of training on the software itself? Just say yes. All right. Very, very good. Now, I've got one last thing I'll show you, and that's the Traffic Experts Academy. Some of you will get the Traffic Experts Academy today. The Traffic Experts Academy is literally a training section where we're adding traffic training. Okay, so traffic training is going in here, and it's from my partners. So basically, I'll have awesome partners who come in and do great things, and I'll say, hey, look, that's epic. My students would love that. Can I have it? Can I put it in here? The Traffic Experts Academy is you learning from experts how to get massive amounts of traffic for mobile opt-in, right? Everybody like that? Just say yes if you like the Traffic Experts Academy. Trust me, Traffic Experts Academy is second to none. The training in here right now would literally be probably just the 3 or 4 in there would cost you a couple $1,000s, but you'll get them for free, and there's more being added. So we're always adding more training. So with that said, I know that was a lot, so we went through an awful lot here. How many of you enjoyed the demo? Just say yes if you enjoyed the demo. All right, great. Well, we're going to jump back into the presentation right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually jump back in to our presentation now so that we can continue on and get rolling. But give me a rating here, 1 out of 10 on the demo, 1 out of 10. Give me a rating.
All right, guys, I got us jump back into the, wait, looks like I lost my webcam. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, can everybody see me now? Can everybody see me good? Sorry, sometimes when we go from the PowerPoint to the presentation and the presentation back to the PowerPoint, I lose my webcam. I don't know what it is. All right, everybody can see me. I see a lot of 10s coming in. Everybody seems to be really excited about mobile opt-in. And here's what's great. This is going to work so phenomenal with everything that Luke's teaching you because, you know, you guys are learning an awful lot about Instagram, and well, Instagram is 100% mobile, right? So imagine all of the traffic that you're getting from Instagram hitting a mobile opt-in page. How many of you feel like that's going to make you money? Just say yes in the chat box for me if you feel like that's going to make you money. If you've got Luke's training on how to blow up Instagram, right? All of a sudden you pair it with an absolutely mobile, I mean, literally there's nothing better for mobile than this, right? Now you've got leads and you're making money. And one thing I hope that you guys all caught was that we've got a profit point built into mobile opt-in, meaning since we can control the user's phone, you actually can make money while you build your list. Did everybody catch that? I mean, this is building a business, right? and profiting at the same time. We literally have made, we're using this right now on some Facebook campaigns and things that are cranking out between $5,000 and $10,000 a day, and about 30 to 40% of that revenue is coming from that simple technique or that simple little strategy we've used where we can actually show the page to make the money right when we get the subscriber. So it's really awesome. You know, we released mobile opt-in in January. Then we closed it down and we've reopened it, obviously. And so we've got some testimonials. Now I have a lot of these, but I always like to just share one because there's really just no point in sharing a bunch of them. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and listen to a million. But I would like to share what a lot of people say, what can be done in 24 hours? What, you know, if I get mobile opt-in today, what could I get to by tomorrow, right? Well, here's just a live example of what's happened for one of our students, Bree Novak. If you look right there, it says in the first 15 minutes, she got 7 new email subscribers and made 2 sales for $40 a piece. That's $80 in 15 minutes. And if you look down at the bottom, it says she's at 38 subscribers and 4 orders. So that's $160. And if you look at her 24-hour results, they're just phenomenal. In 24 hours, Bree got 56 new email subscribers, but she got 5 sales. That's $200. Does everybody see what I'm talking about when I say quality over quantity? Just say yes if you're with me. All right? Very, very good. Now, I've got a very, very short video from Bree, but this video from Bree is very important for you because I want you to listen for the one key word that Bree says. I think it's only like 15, 20 seconds, but there's one key thing that Bree says in this video that I truly believe is going to unlock all kinds of potential for you guys, okay? Are you ready for Bree's video? I want you to listen and I want you to put it in the chat box when you hear the one key thing that I think is so important. All right, I see a lot of people saying yes, so here we go. I'm going to play Bree's video real fast.
I just wanted to take a minute and give you a quick update on the mobile opt-in campaign that I started last night. In the last 24 hours, I've added 55 new subscribers to my mailing list, and I've gotten 5 sales. And that's actually been without any advertising. That's just posting the mobile opt-in link to my Facebook page and sharing it in a couple groups. So I'm pretty excited, and I will definitely keep you posted. I hope you have a great week. Take care.
So awesome. It's always awesome to get videos like that. But I want to know, what was the key thing that Bree said right there? That's right. She said she did not have to pay for advertising. She made $200 in 24 hours, got 56 email subscribers, and spent no money. How many of you would like to do that? Just say yes. I see a lot of yeses flying into the chat box. Of course you would. Well, Bree got that training right out of the Traffic Experts Academy. The very first module that I filmed in the Traffic Experts Academy teaches that simple strategy right now, right there that she used. That's $200 a day strategy. How many of you want that strategy? Just say I do in the chat box, right? I see a lot of people that want that strategy, and that's really awesome. Okay, so we'll show you how to get it. All right, now, does email marketing really work? Here's a promo we did that made $3,000. Big deal. This is the bigger deal. 63% of our traffic, mobile traffic. That's pretty incredible, right? That's pretty incredible stuff. And I'll show you something else. I rarely ever show stuff like this, okay? It's very rare. But here are some of my stats from this year. And if you look, this is just one of my accounts. I sent simple emails, okay, guys? All emails that I showed you my stats earlier. I sent emails and made $103,559.45 in 10 days. How many of you would like a tenth of those results in 10 days? Just say yes. Okay, I'm going to challenge you to do something, okay? You have got to think a little different. You have got to make changes. You have got to get outside of your comfort zone and that little box that you live in, and you have got to make sure that you build the right foundation for your business the first time. The only reason that I can do $100,000 in commissions as an affiliate, okay, within 10 days is because when I send emails, they get opened. When they get opened, they get clicked. And the key to that is mobile opt-in. How many of you would be thrilled with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in revenue using mobile opt-in? Just say yes. Okay. So here's kind of the upper echelon. And that's one promo. We've actually had months where we do $400,000 and $500,000 in a month. But, you know, I like to show you some of the results, the current results, because some people say, well, you showed us all these results from years ago. Well, that's because I like to be realistic. Years ago is where I was. It's where you're at now. But this is where I'm at currently in my business. And this is kind of what you can achieve, right, with mobile opt-in. Now, I want to ask you something. How many of you would like to know what you do not get with mobile opt-in? Instead of me telling you all the stuff that you get, would you like for me to just simply tell you what the upsells are? Meaning, you get all these features, but you don't get X. You get all this, but you don't get, but you can only build 7 campaigns or whatever, right? I know that you probably hate upsells. Most people hate upsells. And you'd like to just know everything up front. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be straight up and up front with you. Here's the deal. With mobile opt-in, you do not get any upsells. There is nothing extra to buy. There's no gold package. There's no platinum package. There's no VIP package. There's no extra campaigns package. There's no extra features package. There's no upgrade features. There's no upgrade package. There's no package that says when we release mobile opt-in 3.0 that you have to pay to upgrade. What it is when you get mobile opt-in, you are a VIP student of mine. I take care of you. I make sure that you get every single thing that you need. No upsells ever. When you log in, the first thing you see is my face saying, welcome. What can we do to get you started so that you can build your list, build your business, and start making money? How many of you appreciate that? Just say yes. Hopefully you appreciate that because obviously there's a lot of money in upsells. You should all know this. But I decided with mobile opt-in, I didn't want any upsells. I want you to have everything that you need to be successful. I don't want to sit here and say, buy more, buy more, buy more. I just want you to get in, use it, start making money, and give me some testimonials. That's my goal, okay? Now, this should be your success formula. I truly believe this is the success formula for everybody right now. You got to get traffic. I teach you how to get a lot of traffic, and Luke is teaching you how to explode traffic with Instagram, right? You send them to your mobile opt-in page. They opt in, okay, to your mobile opt-in page. Then you're going to get email subscribers that are real. You send them emails. They open, they click, you make money. How many of you would like to do this right now? Just say, I do in the chat box. Just say, I do. Okay, if you want to do this, say I do. If you want this to be your success formula, because let me tell you something right now, okay? This is how it works. This is the formula for success for any business. If you have an affiliate business, this is the formula for success. If you've got an e-commerce business, this is the formula for success. If you've got a business where you are doing anything online, this is where you have success. It's when you build this formula in, but this formula has one fail point. One point you don't control, and that's that landing page. That's what those customers put into that box, right? So that when you send emails, you don't know if you're sending it to real people or not. But with mobile opt-in, we eliminate the fail point and we give you full control. If you want control, just say, I want control in the chat box. If you want control of your business, if you would like to make sure that your success formula doesn't have a fail point, then put it in the chat box. I see tons and tons of people saying, I want control. And let me tell you something. Control is all about leverage, right? I truly believe mobile opt-in is the missing piece of the puzzle. If you've been trying to have success online, if you've been trying to build your email list, if you've been building up all these Instagram accounts and Pinterest accounts and Facebook accounts and Facebook ads and all this stuff, and you aren't having massive, massive, massive success every single day, I truly believe it's because you've got a fail point. And I believe that this eliminates the fail point. This is the missing piece of the puzzle that you really need in order to have success. If you've tried to make money online and you failed, it's not because you are a failure. Let's just be honest. It's because you don't have the right tools to make it happen, right? I have the right tools. Luke has the right tools. And we want you to have those tools as well so that you can do what we're doing, right? So that you can go down the same path we're going down so you can get the same results we're getting. And it is all about leverage. Look, I've got a little dog. She was actually just in here, but she ran off. She's 3 pounds. She's about this big. I've got these massive doors in my office. They're probably 25 to 30 pound wooden doors. Every time I do a live training like this, boom, she comes in the room. Now, how is it that a little 3-pound dog opens a huge, massive 25-pound or 30, 40-pound door? Can anybody tell me how that happens? I mean, it shouldn't be possible. But that's right, AC says it, leverage. You see, doors have these little hinges, and they're super small. They're in the background. You don't even notice them, right? But they make those hinges make it possible for a 3-pound dog to do the impossible, and that is bust up in here while I'm doing my trainings and open my doors and start barking at me, right? I truly believe that mobile opt-in is your little hinge. It's the leverage that you need. It's what swings those big doors. Mobile opt-in is what swings this whole internet marketing game into your favor, making it easier and simpler for you to start having success, just like hinges do those doors. How many of you are with me? Say yes if you're with me and you believe me and you feel what I'm feeling right now. Okay, I see lots and lots of people. Some of you saying amen. I'm not taking you to church, but I'm going to help you make some money. I can promise you that. All right? Look, bonus number one. Luke is already laughing at me. Bonus number one, I like to help, I like to train, I like to coach, I like to teach. Luke can tell you this because he was just at my wedding. And right before my wedding, I was on my Success Connection coaching webinar. Why? I don't miss my coaching webinars. Every single week, I'm on coaching my students, teaching them all kinds of stuff. It's not just about mobile opt-in anyway. It's about anything and everything that we're doing in our business. Okay, like Luke said, we've done over $500 million in sales. We do a lot of different things. And when we do, we teach. Every single week, you will have access as a student of mine to our live coaching. How many of you like that? Just say yes. I see a lot of you saying congratulations on my wedding. Thank you so much. It was just 2 weeks ago. I'm enjoying the married life. Kind of. She's not here, so I can kind of. But we all know Luke will be joining me very soon. So bonus number 2 is my brother's Facebook training, okay? Phenomenal stuff. You can see this is him at Facebook signing. Some of you are laughing at me. He literally got to sign the Facebook wall. The reason he did is because stats like this. I mean, he got 471,000 clicks in a single month. How many of you feel like you could get 471,000 clicks in a single month? You could probably make money. Just say yes. That's right. That's an astounding number of clicks. But Adrian knows how to do it. It turns into revenue like this. Here's $933,000 in revenue that he generated right off of Facebook. You get his bonus, you get his training. He's going to show you exactly how to use Facebook and mobile opt-in to build your list, build your business, and just make money, right? Same thing with Fred Lamb. You're going to get Fred Lamb's coaching sessions. He's going to show you how to leverage Google AdWords. You can see he's done $3 million on Google, right? How many of you would like to have literally step-by-step training how to use Google AdWords to crush it with mobile opt-in, build your business, build your list, make money? Just say yes. Okay, that's why I went out and got this. Fred Lamb was also at my wedding. I have very close people in my inner circle. I like to get them to do things for me that I can then give to my students. That's what I like about being networked really nicely with so many people. So here's what you get. You get everything. It's pretty much all there is to it. There's nothing left out. No missing pieces, no upsells. Now, when the mobile opt-in release is over, okay, not right now, but when it is over, mobile opt-in is going to be $2,997 plus $97 a month. We've been at this for now 2 years in development of just the software for our students. And we've got a little over $500,000 in it. So I'm curious right now, how many of you feel like this would be a fair price? Just say yes in the chat box if you feel like this is a fair price for the technology, for the entire system, all of the training, all of the bonuses, and everything else that we've put together for you. I see tons and tons of yeses. Thank you so much. How many of you hate, okay, how many of you hate, well, let's just say mobile, not mobile fees, but how about monthly fees? How many of you hate monthly fees? Just say yes if you hate monthly fees. Very good. I can see a lot of, I hate monthly fees too. I hate my water bill so much that I actually sent the water, I'm not kidding, I sent the water company $300 or $400 so they would quit sending me a bill every month for $6 because I absolutely hate it. I hate paying the monthly payments. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eliminate the monthly payments for you. When you get enrolled here tonight, you will not have any monthly payments. I want you to write in the chat box right now, no monthly payments, okay? Because I don't want to have to answer that question 472 times. I want to make sure that you all know no monthly payments. Just keep putting in the chat box. Remember, we're going to pick a winner from the chat box for a cash prize. So it makes sense to respond. No monthly payments. All right, good deal. No monthly payments. So here's what I'm going to do for you on mobile opt-in. We are going to discount mobile opt-in by $1,000 for you right here and right now, okay? You will be able to get enrolled in mobile opt-in for one payment of $1,997 and no monthly fees. There will be a monthly fee. It's software. It costs a fortune to keep developing on it. So there will be a monthly fee eventually. You will never have a monthly fee and you will not pay the increased price. You will pay one payment of $1,997. I want you to type the number 1 in the chat box if you feel like that's fair. If you feel like mobile opt-in is well worth this investment to make your business success. I see tons, man. Luke, there are just tons of people typing the number 1 in. Here's the deal. Before you get enrolled, before you get enrolled, this is important. Luke will tell you this. I will tell you this. If you don't ask people how good their support is before you buy something, then you are crazy, okay? You have to know that you're going to get support if you make an investment. How many of you have ever bought something and felt left alone? Just say yes. Yeah, I see tons and tons of people. And you felt like, man, I could have done it. I could have been successful. If only they would answer my questions. Well, not only do you get support, but you get support literally straight from me. Look at this. I've answered 1,049 support tickets on mobile opt-in myself. Because of that, our response time is under 30 minutes. Under 30 minutes for us to get a response to you when you need help. How many of you feel like that would help you pass some roadblocks? How many of you feel like that would help you have success? That would help you get to the results that you're actually looking for right now. Just say yes in the chat box for me. I see lots and lots of people saying yes. And listen, I would play this, but it takes a couple minutes, and I don't think you guys really need any more testimonials to see how awesome this is. But this guy right here, he literally wrote me a support ticket at 2 a.m. I responded because I have the app on my phone. And he responded back with this video saying, man, I had a couple of stumbling blocks, but you helped me through it. You helped me get my business to the next level. You helped me be successful. And he suggests that anybody that wants to take their business to the next level and be successful, get mobile opt-in, mainly because I was there to help him through those roadblocks, which I think are the most important things in the world. Now, all right, here we go. We've got some fast action bonuses for you guys, because I know you need them and I know you want them. How many of you remember the Traffic Experts Academy that Bree used in order to make $200 her first day? Everybody remember that? Okay, the Traffic Experts Academy is not for sale. It's not even a course you can buy. But the first 15 people to get enrolled tonight are going to get it for free. It will literally be active in your mobile opt-in account instantly. Okay? The first 15 people will get the Traffic Experts Academy free. In addition to that, I'm also going to include my personal templates. Now, these are the templates that my designer, my in-house designer, which cost me about $2,000 to build these, built for me. These are the ones, some of these I am actually running on Facebook right this minute. You will get them free. That is $2,000 worth of designed templates that you can plug all of your information into and go just like that. It's turnkey. How many of you would like the templates and the Traffic Experts Academy? Say yes in the chat box. I see Jeffrey saying yes. Gary, Willie, Thomas, Cameron, Lawrence, Angela, Jason, AC, Zoe. Now there's just so many of you. Okay, so here's how you get this. Okay, Beth said, where and how do we get this? All you've got to do is go to the link that you see on your screen. It's mobileoptin.com/Luke. When you go there, what will happen is you will be able to get enrolled, and as long as you are in the first 15, you are going to get instant access to all of the fast action bonuses. I will personally make sure that they're on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some Q&A. So we've got a couple of things to do. First of all, I'm going to do a little Q&A with you guys, okay? Make sure we go through all of this, any questions you could possibly have. Second of all, I'll keep you up to date on where we're at with our fast action bonuses, which, by the way, we already somehow have 3 people that have already got enrolled. So congratulations to the first 3 people that have now been enrolled. So we've got now, I guess, 12 of our fast action bonuses left. And Luke also has a bonus that he wants to give you guys. But let's first grab a few questions that you guys have. So if you've got a question about mobile opt-in, put it in the chat box now so I can answer it and so you can get in. Let's see. I see a couple of people saying, I don't have an email list. Do I need this to build my email list? Look, if you're brand new to business, if you're brand new to making money online and you're building your first business, I highly, highly suggest that you build it right the first time, right? The whole idea here is to build a good solid foundation, right? That's the whole point, is to have a solid foundation to make money, all right? So 100%, I suggest if you're brand new, you definitely need it. Everybody needs it because your business is built off of the email list. That's where the long-term money is. That's how you can press send and literally make thousands of dollars in almost any industry. But it all depends on being able to get email addresses that are real. Let's see. Does your system comply with the Anti-Spam Act? Yes, because here's the thing. We're not like taking people's email addresses. They're sending us an email. When somebody sends you an email, you are getting permission to email them back. So 100% this is compliant. we've already run it by, and I mean, it's integrated with all of the major autoresponders, SendLane, GetResponse, Aweber, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's already integrated with them, right? So it's 100% in compliance with all the autoresponders. Tons of people. Here's the thing. They would rather you use this because when you send emails and get 50% open rates, they love you, right? You're like one of the star students at every single company when you use mobile opt-in because you only have real email addresses. They don't have to worry about you sending out emails that basically bounce, don't get opened, all that good stuff. So super, super important. We've got now nine of our fast action bonuses left. If you're trying to get in, type the number 1 in so we can just recognize you and I'll make sure we hold you a spot. If you are getting in on mobile opt-in right now, and I know, Luke, you want to talk about and mention one of your fast action bonuses that you're going to be including for all of your students. But I see a lot of people that are actually trying to get in right now, but I'm perfectly fine. Looks like James, Jay, and then it froze up. So if you want to tell everybody about your bonus, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, man, for sure. Let me jump into this quickly right now because I want to tie this back in quickly with Instagram here, and I want to show you guys what I'm going to be doing for you all. That's literally, I'll show you in 2 seconds. Let me get this up here. I'm going to make myself the presenter. Is that all right, Anthony? Actually, shall I leave this screen up first here?
If you just want to talk about it, that's fine.
Yeah, let me just talk about it because I'll show you guys a link afterwards or something like that. But guys, I have a launch coming out in about a week and a half. It's called InstaEasy. I know some people have got in earlier in the year. We started this at the start of the year. I'm going to put my webcam on so you can see my face. You can stop looking at Timberlakes for a minute.
Oh, and he did it
again. Did it again. Guys, so I've got a product called InstaEasy coming out. What this does, it automates your Instagram engagements 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, so basically what's going to happen is you'll log in with your Instagram account. It will go out under your Instagram account and engage with your target market by liking and following people under your target market. All you put in is your hashtags, so sales in the fitness niche. I would type in hashtag fitness, hashtag health, hashtag gym. I put in my local gyms, local businesses under the hashtags. I can also put in competitor usernames because Instagram is the only tool that allows you to see your competitors' followers. I can go in there right now and see my competitors' followers, follow them, like their photos, and engage with them. But imagine trying to like hundreds of photos every single day, even thousands. On Instagram, you can like over 200 photos an hour, and that's providing value, guys. But what InstaEasy does, it automates that entire process for you. You log in, put your target market in, hit start, and your Instagram will start driving you leads within the first hour, 100% guaranteed. Now, this is why I've done this webinar here today before talking about the engagement side, because everyone who picks up mobile opt-in right now, I said to Anthony before I was going to give you guys 3 months because it's a recurring model because there's actually costs for every single month associated. I'm going to give everyone, actually we'll make it the top 30 people, the first 30 to pick this up, I'm going to give you a whole year for free of InstaEasy. So what this is going to allow you to do is log in with your Instagram account. You've got all this great content. InstaEasy is going to then drive traffic to your Instagram page for free. Guys, that's going to be free engagement, free traffic, and I've never seen a more straightforward way to getting free traffic. Everyone says free traffic, but it just doesn't happen. Guys, there is so much social proof behind this tool that it just works. Now, when you're getting the free traffic to your profile and your fan page, you need to use that one link in your Instagram description to best convert them into sales. And how would you do this? Mobile opt-in, guys, because then you can get email lists. You can then also send them to an offer. And even if they don't opt in, you can send them to the offer anyway. So it's killing multiple birds with one stone. So literally, log in with InstaEasy, hit start. It's going to convert them over to your Instagram page. They're going to then convert into a mobile opt-in email list where then you own that list. No matter if Instagram turns off or shuts down or whatever, you own that asset. And then you can actually show them an offer afterwards and actually build a following with that email list. So the first 30 that pick this up right now, I'm going to give you guys a whole year for free. And I'll tell you guys right now, mobile opt-in is something I promoted earlier in the year because it is a staple product, guys. The price has gone up slightly since then, which is why I'm giving you this InstaEasy deal for the first 30 people who jump in, because it's going to really weigh it out again there. And again, the thing is, we're not about fake scarcity. Anthony's raised the price slightly since then because that's what he says he's going to do. He said it's going to go up to $3,000. It is going to go up to $3,000 with a monthly aspect. That's not a lie, guys. It's going to happen. So I want you guys to jump in now. I wouldn't be promoting something that I don't believe in again because I use this tool. I trust Anthony. I've seen the results personally and with my audience. I've seen heaps of people in the comments here already have mobile opt-in, so it's really cool to see them getting excited about it and the results they've been getting, guys. With InstaEasy and mobile opt-in together, it is the perfect combination because it drives you the free traffic. It then converts them into the actual email list and sends them to an offer so you can start making money right away, guys.
Yep, and Luke, one other thing that I put together for you guys is, you know, a lot of times building your email list, you need what we call a lead magnet. You need something that you can give away for free in order to get people to opt into your email list, right? So I know that a lot of people, how many of you don't have something you could give away for free? Just say yes if you do not have something you could give away for free. So I see lots and lots of people saying yes. So here's what I did. I went in and I paid for and had 10 free reports built. Okay, they're inside of your mobile opt-in account if you're one of the first 15, which by the way, we're down to 4 people in our fast action bonuses. We're down to 4 slots. You will get all 10, okay, all 10 of these free reports that you can now give away. So when you go to your Instagram account or Facebook or anywhere and you're promoting this, you can say, get this free report on internet marketing, on green energy, whatever the case may be. These are the top 10 affiliate, basically niches that we're in. You get the free reports that we're giving away. You can now give those away with one click. We can do all the hosting for you. You don't have to do anything. And now you've got a free report that you can use to get people, obviously, to opt into your email list. How many of you see the value in that? We paid $500, which is only $50 a report, by the way, for these reports. Just say yes. We're giving them to you for free if you're one of the first 15 people that get in. We like to reward people that take action because here's the thing. There's going to be people that are literally sitting on the fence. You're thinking to yourself, do I need this? Will I use this? Can I use this? Will I really have success? You know, I'm sure that there's a lot of people thinking that right now. In fact, if you can afford mobile opt-in, meaning you could get in right now, but you still are kind of on the fence, type the number 1 in. Now that doesn't mean if it's not financially, you know, capable for you to get in, that's a different thing. But if you're just sitting on the fence, AC, Robert, Thomas, now GoToWebinar is freezing up because there's so many more people typing the number 1. Here's the thing, Jennifer, and then Les, and then it just keeps coming. Here's the thing. There's very few people, Royce, there's very few people that'll just tell you straight up how it is, okay? If you don't work, you won't make any money. If you don't try, you'll fail. And if you never go in, if you buy it and you never use it, it doesn't actually, contrary to what most people will tell you, Ronnie, Tundi, everybody, it does not just print money. So contrary to popular belief and what most people say, it is not going to just print you some cash. That isn't how it works. But what I will tell you is that if you get in and you use it and you follow my training and you get on my weekly coaching calls with me, and if you miss them, you watch the archive, which by the way has like 80 of them in there now since we've been doing this for so long. I will walk you through every single step of building a business and making money. Mobile opt-in works. It is not a failure. It can't fail. It's not even possible for the software to even fail, right? The only thing that could fail is you, and that's it. Now, in many, many, many other scenarios, many other businesses, there's a lot of fail points, and it's not always you. I told you earlier, most of the time it's not your fault. If you get mobile opt-in and you don't make money and you don't do it right, it is absolutely, positively, unequivocally your fault. It is not mine because I will be here every single day just pounding away at motivation, education, teaching you so I can help you to be successful. And mobile opt-in just simply works. You have leverage that nobody else has. You get real email addresses every single time. You can't fail when you have real email addresses every single time. There's no fail point. So if you're on the fence, all I can tell you is this. In order to be successful in what we do online, you've got to put forth a little effort, and you've got to take a chance. Sometimes you've got to get outside of that little comfort zone. You know, we talked about it. You got to get outside of the comfort zone of, well, I'm only going to do these certain few little things in my business. That's not the way it works. You've got to sometimes take a chance on yourself. You got to believe in yourself. How many of you believe in yourself right now? Just say yes if you believe in yourself. I can tell you right now, if you don't believe in yourself and your ability to do this, then it ain't going to work. And if you said no and you bought it, you don't need it, right? You cannot have success if you don't believe in yourself. I know that Luke believes in you, and I know for a fact that every single one of my students, I believe in my students, because I tell you what, I'm on them all the time about being successful. I'm teaching them, I'm educating them, I'm live streaming my wedding for them. I'm doing everything I can to help them to see that success online, it's not hard, okay? It's not hard. It simply takes a little bit of effort and the right knowledge and the right tools. That's really all it takes. But you got to believe in yourself, right? It all starts with you. It's kind of like me. I would not probably, well, I know for a fact, I wouldn't be sitting here with you right now if I didn't believe in myself, right? The very first person that told me I sucked was the person that was sitting in the room when I filmed my television show. As Luke said, I sold 1 million copies of my book. When I sat down to film, I felt a little nervous. I felt like, man, I don't know if I'm good enough to do this. And then I had a person that was sitting there, it was a really big star, and he said, you suck, your book sucks, what you wrote sucks, and this is going to suck. Please make it last a short amount of time because I want to leave. That's literally what he said when I sat down. And I'm thinking, like 10 seconds later, they turn these cameras on, and I'm supposed to give an interview about why internet marketing is great, why it's inspiring, why other people should do it, how it can change the world. It can change the financial future of so many people. And I'm supposed to do all that with confidence after somebody just told me I sucked, right? But here's the thing. I was kind of on the fence, just like all of you are. I was kind of at that pivotal point. I was at that fork in the road, and I could let the negativity that somebody threw at me derail me. I could take the next 30 minutes of my life and worry about what other people think, worry about the negative people, worry about the I can'ts, worry about the things that could stop me, the roadblocks that I might have to get past. I could worry about all that, and when the 30 minutes are up, I would fail. Or I could eliminate all that negativity, forget about what anybody says, believe in myself, do what I know what I do, and then the next 30 minutes of my life were the most productive 30 minutes of my life to date, right? I opted for option number 2. The question is, what are you going to opt for? You can take the chance right now, okay, to get in. Make a decision that maybe is a little different, right? Maybe there's people in your life that tell you you can't do it. That's okay. We all have them. But my goal is for you to be able to look at those people and tell them I told you so in the next 30 to 60 days, because you actually have self-confidence, good coaches, and the right tools, right? That's what it's all about. Now, I did see a couple of people, Luke, that were asking me about a payment plan, and I go off on my tangents, and you know how that stuff works. I'm sorry. It's part of me. You'll see I'll always be here. It's like I'm taking you to church when I'm trying to teach you. You know what I mean? We do have a flexible payment plan that you guys can use. I did forget to put this up here quicker than I normally would. It's mobileoptin.com/Luke Flex. Now, it's 3 payments of $797. So you can get enrolled right now tonight, and it'll cost you $797. So Ronnie said, I wish there was a payment plan. Ronnie, your wish is my command, I guess. There is a payment plan. It's 3 payments of $797. So these are your 2 options right here. Now, I want to be totally transparent because I told you guys I'm always totally transparent. When you get the payment plan, it does cost a little bit more, right? So it does have a little higher fee than the full pay. But what I'm going to do for you now, so of course, if you can get in, you can pay in full, you're going to save some money, you get all of my bonuses, it makes total sense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to allow everybody that gets even the flexible payment plan to have all of the bonuses, right? We have 2 of our fast action bonuses left out of the first 15. So we've got 2 people left that are going to get all of the bonuses. Doesn't matter which link you use, which package you buy, the flex pay or the full pay, doesn't matter to me. If you get in, you take action, you get your ass off the fence, you make a decision that this is the place, now is the time. I am the guy to help you take this whole email marketing thing to the next level, make it a reality so that you can press send and start actually generating results. Then I'm going to hook you up with the bonuses. Plus, of course, my goal is to, somebody said earlier, Luke, that they were going to enroll as long as you proposed to your girlfriend. So I just want you to know that somebody else's success, okay, hinges on your decisions. Because if they don't enroll, they're missing out on an awesome opportunity to have massive success. But they won't enroll unless you agree to just simply put a ring on it. I mean, I don't know. This is what they said. I'm not making this up. This is true.
I think you are making this up, but what if I say one day I'll put a ring on it, or there is a launch, we'll call it a launch day. We'll call it a launch day that I'll figure out the date and time. She came in here before, and I told her about how everyone was going crazy about how I have to buy her a new bag. So let's get through the bag first. I'll get her a new bag if that person, and then maybe I'll do the wedding thing one day. But for now, let's just go with the flow.
I don't know. You know what? I'm all about massive action, Luke. And, you know, we teach everybody massive action.
Oh,
we don't
everyone in the comments
about
now saying put a ring on it, put a ring on it.
I mean, I don't know if we've ever taught anybody to take slow action and procrastinate. We see lots of people saying, lots of people saying, let's make this happen. I see tons of them. That's so awesome.
That's funny. Luke's saying nervous. Yeah, I never get nervous ever. But when it gets to marriage and girls, that's a little nervous thing for me. But after seeing your wedding, to do it like your wedding, I need to plan in advance anyway, because your wedding was absolutely insane. I'll show you guys some pictures of Anthony dancing after this anyway, as a bonus as well. There's a good video of Anthony dancing. I'll send it to you guys.
Don't share that. Let's get back to mobile opt-in. How many of you are still trying to get enrolled? Type the number 1 in if you're still trying to get enrolled, because I know that some people listen to us banter, Luke, and so I want to make sure that that anybody that's trying to get enrolled right now, that we hang out long enough for them to get in. Lo just said she's in. Looks like Michael and Ronnie. Let's see. We've got a couple. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say one quick thing here as well. Just because in the internet marketing world, there's lots of different people in different spaces. This is obviously a product that's a bit more higher priced than the average review I might do, or thing I'll spend a little bit of time on here and there. I don't do webinars, guys. If I'm doing a webinar, it's because I want to get a massive point across. And again, it's why I promoted this before, because this is the key. I'm taking them from social to actually monetizing them, not just for one sale, but making an email list that makes it happen for a very long time, guys. Another thing is, a lot of these products that are in the low ticket field that you might feel like, if you're on the fence going, this might be just a bit too much, I can afford it, but is it for me? At the end of the day, we all end up buying shiny objects. We all end up buying a $47 product and then buying another upsell and then a secondary upsell. And before we know it, we've spent over $300, $400 without us even knowing we've spent that much, guys. That happens over and over again, for me anyway. I know it happens for many people. It's shiny object syndrome. It sits on the desktop. It does nothing until the next launch comes out. This isn't a launch, guys. This has been around for about a year or so now. This is just simply what works. So instead of how about you commit to this? Stop buying the next shiny object. You have all the tools you need to use right now. I'm giving you InstaEasy, which is going to drive you the traffic. I think we have about 5 or so left of those for the first 30. And again, no matter what plan you get, that's what you're going to get there. This is the final piece of the puzzle. You don't need to go out buying any other shiny objects, the next hottest promo ticket, the next hottest object that's come out, or e-commerce course, or this or that. This is all included here. One thing I know Anthony touched on, but I really want to drill this into your minds, is that he is on webinars every single week providing absolute value training. Guys, I'm trying to do a webinar a month right now, and I find that it's a lot of work to actually do, and Anthony does them like twice a week. I see him, like you said before his wedding, he's on it. He doesn't miss these things. I was in Vegas earlier in the year. Anthony was doing one on his iPad using his iPencil, drawing and everything, getting super creative. He's not going to miss these things, which shows so much about himself and his actual audience that tunes in every single week. And you get that for free. That's personal coaching with a guy who's sold over $500 million online. So mobile opt-in aside, I'd be paying that purely for his time, because when you surround yourself with the people that are doing these absolutely insane numbers that will spend time with you every single week, you actually then mold around the people that you're working with. You'll meet the other people that are a part of mobile opt-in. You'll meet the team. You'll meet the big players that actually get their actual end customers' results, guys. So this is an offer that I really, really recommend jumping on. I wouldn't have you guys here for 2 hours now if I didn't believe that. This is something that I want you guys to be a part of. You get my InstaEasy for free for a whole year, guys. That's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars you're getting for free there from me. as a bonus of picking up Anthony's offer right now. No matter which one you pick up, we have a few left, I think. I go rambling like Anthony does as well. I like talking for a bit. So honestly, guys, this is what you guys need to be a part of if you really want to get that conversion from traffic and an engaged audience on social media to making a long-term business that loves you and makes you the authority figure in your niche.
Yep, and you know, Luke, to speak to that, I think it probably resonated with a lot of people because Michael Harvey and Greg, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your last name, Sororic maybe, just jumped in, and they actually took up the last two of our fast action bonuses. So what I told you, we only had a couple left. These guys got in. So the question I have is there anybody else on here that still wants to get in? Because if there is, I'll consider opening up a couple of other fast action bonus slots. Let's see. Just looking in to see if there's anybody that still wants to get in. Just type the number 1 in if you're still trying to get in, right? Now, obviously, sometimes I see Mark and Derek. Let's see. I see a couple of people, 2, 3, 4 people that are saying that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open up 5 more of my fast action bonus available. Okay, I'm going to make 5 more available. Looks like Ronnie is still in, entering his information right now. Let's see. So I see a couple of you that are still entering your information. I'm going to allow 5 more people to get the fast action bonuses right now. So we're going to allow 5 more. All right. And then I will close it down because honestly, sometimes I think, you know, when we get on here, if we just kind of keep berating you about buying something, it kind of feels, I don't know, almost like the car salesman that tried to sell me the last week instead of the rolls. And I feel, I literally feel like, what are you trying to do? And so we don't like that. So you guys know, if you can afford this and if this fits into your, into your puzzle, then you should get it, right? There's no reason in the world. Let's see. Yeah, Royce, if you've already purchased, you've got all the bonuses. We opened up 5 more, and I see about 4 or 5 people that are saying they're actually filling it out now. But the fact of the matter is, if we just sit here all night, we could give you 452 more reasons why you should take action. But at the end of the day, it's got to be something that feels right to you. It's got to be something in a scenario, in a situation that feels like the right thing to do for yourself and for your business. And if it does, and if it is, then you knock it out. You get enrolled, you take action, you get in, and you start using it. And if it's not something that's right for you and you don't feel, you don't feel good about it, then that's okay too. I don't think that there's, Paul says, I'm very interested. I got to talk to my boss, AKA my wife. So Paul, my advice is, let me give you advice from a newlywed. Never ask for advice or permission. Always ask for forgiveness. This coming from somebody who's been married for 2 weeks.
This is the funny thing as well about Anthony here as well. He just got married, and now he's gone into doing a couple of mobile opt-in webinars for a week for a couple of players in the game. So no honeymoons yet. When's the honeymoon happening is what I want to know.
It will be after the month of October, so we're looking probably November-ish.
This is how much he cares for his customers and his audience, that he's sacrificing the post-wedding time for you guys to train you guys on webinars like this right now. So say hi to Alexa in the background somewhere. I'm sure she's there somewhere. But,
well, actually, Alexa, now that we're married, she for some reason likes to now take care of me and actually get me dinner. So she's going to get me this amazing thing. I don't know, Luke, I'm telling you, it just flips a switch and then all of a sudden she's happy. So she's making me dinner. But like you said, man, I was live streaming the wedding all the way up until I walked down the walkway. We got married on the beach, and so it was down some dunes. And I was live streaming with my Success Connection students the whole way until I got to the steps. And then I realized I was going to be in a lot of trouble if I continued to live stream all the way down to literally to the ceremony. So I stopped. But yeah, I try to bring my students along for everything. I try to let them see a little bit into my life. I don't really like to show off. You don't see a lot of my stuff and my cars and all that crap on social media because I don't really like to say, oh, look at what I got. You should do what I do to get what I got. But with my students, they all know that, you know, if I show them a new car, or if I show them my wedding, or I show them my house or whatever, they know that, you know, I'm doing it to inspire them, not to try to sell them something. And so I enjoy that, you know, I enjoy it. And for that reason, I don't miss my, my webinars, man. Like I did one the Thursday before my wedding. And so my wedding was on, a Sunday. On Thursday, I was on my webinar. And then literally right before that, I was on a webinar, or right after that, I was on a webinar the Thursday after. So I constantly am on my webinars, man. That's but you know that, you've seen me on them.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's one of those things that, like Anthony said before, it comes down to how much are you ready to commit and make it work for yourself. If you do the work, it's just simply going to work. Anthony's on all of his webinars because he knows he needs to do that to get his customers results, which is what makes him the most excited, and that's his work done by being there every single week and seeing people get actual results in front of him. And that's a big difference as well between the low ticket $47, $37 products to the more expensive, but it's an investment. It's not like a price tag of it's gone. It's how much more money is it going to make you by surrounding yourself with these people, by having these tools that are doing crazy things that the $47 products won't do. You see a lot of people just going launch after launch after launch after launch in the low ticket space because it is cheaper. But what ongoing support do you get? What end result will you get from those products? There's not many that actually give you a very long-term result. Anthony has been promoting mobile opt-in privately for about a year or so. You haven't had another launch, I don't think, or another product out there because why do something that's not broken? This works. It still does work. It gets the results. I would much rather have one product for everyone that in a high ticket space that just simply gets the results versus trying to do 4 billion low ticket launches. Now, me and my business model, I have so many things that I hate doing in my little not low ticket space, so many things I hate doing, that if I can create a solution that doesn't cost me crazy amounts of money, if I can release that at a lower price, I'll love to do that because then I can get you guys in and I can introduce you to people like Anthony that are the real market leaders in the field that can take you on this journey along with me helping you guys as well on this journey to actually get results rather than buying shiny objects all the time. Like I buy shiny objects all the time. I bought a Samsung Galaxy, so I've even lost it here somewhere. Used it for 4 days and I hated it so much. Now I'm back on the iPhone, but it was a shiny object syndrome, guys. This isn't shiny object syndrome. This is a tool that works. It's been around. It has so much proof, guys. So again, I don't like beating a dead horse or anything with like pitching, but I really want you guys to know that Anthony, his team, his products are the real deal. So if you want to jump on something that's really going to work for you, just do the work and you'll get the end result.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And that's, you know, that's what it's really all about. It's about, you know, putting forth a little bit of effort and aligning yourself with the right people. You know, obviously, like you said, Luke, you built some awesome software. People get some awesome value. That's why you can put so many people on webinars like this, and they'll stay for 2 and 3 hours because, you know, because they literally, you know, they love what you teach, right? And so that's what it's all about. It's about following people that teach the right thing, do the right thing, and then help people. And like you said, we're not on to product after product. I mean, I use this every day in my business and it works really, really well. And so for me, it's all about telling people to use and do what I use and what I do. So that's what it's all about. We've got 3 of our bonuses left. Luke, we can wrap things up. I see Ronnie says his card wasn't working. Ronnie, we'll hold you the fast action bonuses. Probably the best thing to do is just flip your card over, dial the number on the back, and tell the bank that you're trying to make a purchase, because sometimes they just decline it because they don't know why you're trying to use your credit card online, right? So mine does it all the time. Mine actually declined for some of our wedding stuff, which was not cool. And they're like, look, this place has billed you so much money in the last 2 weeks. They're like, we're just checking that it's not fraud. I'm like, no, unfortunately, it's my wife. So not fraud, although it could be. You could consider it.
That's what married life is about then, is it? The credit card then gets shared.
That is the married life, Luke. So you should rather enjoy the before the ring is on it scenario. Although the minute we start talking about the married life in a negative connotation, literally she just walked in the door. So I mean, like, literally she just opened the door and I hear bags and stuff. So I'm assuming she did not hear any of the negative stuff. Hey, babe. Oh, she just yelled, "Hey," from the kitchen, so all is good. Nothing, sweetie. Everything is good. Luke is happy. He said that he was going to be taking Amanda to get a new handbag.
Oh, my God.
Maybe you could give him some pointers on which ones to get her. She's a professional. Still sends ideas. So, well, Luke, we want to thank you for showing us this very expensive camera that Amanda uses to take all of her photos. So I just try to return the favor and, share some feedback with her. That's all. No big deal. Don't even worry about it. Luke and I always are trying to get each other in trouble with having to buy our girlfriends or wives something new.
Yeah, it's always back and forth, but Anthony always wins somehow. It's ridiculous.
You just got to keep pushing forward. I love it. I see a lot of people in here excited. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate being here. Luke, thanks for having me. We've got a couple of those fast action bonuses still available. So what we'll do, Luke, is we'll just leave them open for your students if they go to these two links. Because I know some people will probably catch the replay or whatever. So we'll make sure that the fast action bonuses stay on for your students that maybe weren't able to be here. Because that's kind of not fair if they don't even have a chance. And then for those people that I know a couple of people had some cards declined. Some people had to talk to the boss of the family, those kinds of things. So we'll make sure that you get the fast action bonuses. At the end of the day, we just want you to take action so that you can be successful. That's what it's all about. And hopefully you guys had a good time tonight. And I look forward to teaching you all some really awesome stuff. For those of you that got into mobile opt-in, congratulations. I'll see you on the Success Connection. And I look forward to helping you have success.
One last thing I want to do, I want you to choose it as well. We have to give away some money.
That's right.
So because rather than me, like even though no one thinks I'm biased here, I want you to ask a question and you can give away the $1,000 and whatever way you want to do it. You ask a question, 2 questions, whatever you want to do. I'll leave it up to you.
Hey.
Because I know you guys have been here for a couple of hours, so it's appreciated that you're here.
So Luke, I first of all have started to learn Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I think you follow me on Snapchat. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you all, okay, to tell Luke, all I want you to do is just in the chat box, type, Luke, marry her now, okay?
Oh
and I'm going to select a winner that types, Luke, marry her now. Here we go, guys. We're live on a webinar with Luke. It appears, look, there's Luke, and it appears that Luke needs to get engaged. Check this out. Oh, man. Snapchat to my story.
Oh, my God. See, like this is how does he think of that in 2 seconds?
It's just, you have to. Look at that. All right, now I've got to pick somebody that said Luke, marry her now. All right, look. How about we give away $500 for this one? All right, so we'll do 2 prizes, $500. All right, so here I go. I'm just going to scroll through, guys. By the way, totally random. Watch, I'm going to make my mouse move, put my hands up in the air so you can see. Here we go. Well, that was way too far. Hold on. Try this once more. All right. Do we hit a Luke, marry her? There we go. Craig Hardell. Craig Hardell. Are you still with us? Craig Hardell. Craig is here. Craig, can you put your PayPal address in the chat box? You've won $500. So put your PayPal address in the chat box for us. Because you won. I totally randomly selected you. All right. There we go. Do you see that, Luke?
Yeah, I got thumbs in their picture just
right.
so I can.
Yep.
I'll do it right after this so I don't forget.
All right. Now, we're going to do one more. So one more $500 prize. I'm going to Snapchat it again. Okay. So now, we all want to make sure that Amanda gets a new handbag. So all I want you to do is say, get her a handbag. Get her a handbag in the chat. Just give her a handbag. Here we go. All right, guys, we're just checking in with Luke's students, and they all seem to want his girlfriend to get a new handbag. Luke, are you going to make it happen? Look at this. Your students want it. There we go.
I'll make this happen just because my students want it. Just purely because my students want it, I'll make this one happen.
Look at that. I have just Snapchatted this to Amanda herself also. So now she's going to know that you guys want Luke to grab a handbag. And I think you should all say Birkin bag. Okay?
No, not the Amanda asked me about the Birkin bag yesterday. She's like, what's this Birkin bag Anthony's on about?
Birkin bag is where it's at. So Birkin, yeah, look, they're all saying Birkin bag. Hold on just a second. This is phenomenal stuff.
This is like the most ridiculous. I'm going to ask the questions from now on.
Birkin bag for Amanda. Look at this. Get her a Birkin bag. All I'm saying is that Luke is live with his students, and they want him to get his girlfriend a Birkin bag. Man, Snapchat makes you only get 15 seconds. It's hard. I'm long-winded. Okay, that was a lot of fun. All right, let's pick another $500 winner. Here we go. Hopefully you guys had fun. Here we go. And get her a Birkin bag. Came in from David Hobley. David Hobley, put your PayPal address in the chat box. David Hobley. It just landed on David. And David is still typing, get her a handbag. I like David. All right, everybody say congrats to David. It looks like lots of, there it is. We got David's PayPal address. Boom. All right. Well, we're good, man. I hope you had a lot of fun. Hopefully all of you had fun. Check my Snapchat or check Luke's Snapchat for the video.
Yeah, Mr. Luke McGuire on Snapchat. Mr. Luke, I'm going to send it all to you now because this is going to cost me a bit of money, I feel, but if I get some followers for it, and because you guys asked for it, not so much because Anthony's taking the piss out of me. A lot of you I heard on you get a new handbag, so I'll find a nice. I hear that the shopping center has some nice shopping bags, some plastic, so we'll go there.
That's so funny. You don't have to follow me on Snapchat, but follow Luke.
No, you'll follow. I'm gonna get Anthony back, guys. So this is gonna be a big banter. This is how wars start with friends, but like a fun war. But
yeah,
wait till you see what Alexa's in for something good. I'm gonna make sure Alexa knows that. So.
Alexa,
all right, guys. I appreciate everyone being here. It's gone for a bit longer than I thought. It was a lot of fun, though. I know Anthony's got to go get some food from Alexa, who's brought it home, which is very nice. I need to go see what the hell a Birkin bag is, and then I'm going to get this webinar replay out. I'll be back next week, guys, with, well, not next week, this week, with the engagement series in the InstaVengers series here. Jump into mobile options for you if you're watching it now or in the replay. And again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time, Anthony. I appreciate you coming on here because I know your time is very, very valuable, and to be on webinars all day and do 3 hours with us now, we all really appreciate it. So say hashtag Anthony if you really appreciate him being here, because I know I do. I know his time is very, very valuable. So write that in the comments. So thanks, Anthony. Go crazy. I appreciate it, guys. Awesome.
All right, guys. I appreciate you having me on, and I look forward to it next time, man. We'll see you soon, Luke.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you soon.
Bye.